this? And welcome to the 73rd Pay It Forward stream. Build up and then no drop at all. Just don't have that big drop. Anyway, welcome to, like I said before, the 73rd Pay It Forward stream. It's where I go around on the Rumble side of things and go through the live stream section. Go to the live stream section and I go around spreading a little love, giving a little dono here and there and all this stuff, and then just just stopping by people along the way. Some people will see us, some people won't, but at the end of the day, it's all about just showing a little love along the way. Now, obviously, give me 1 second. Obviously, I'll give you a few of the sort of the rulish things I do. One is I don't stop by 24/7 streams, but there is a stream I do stop by that is 24/7 because I know the people. So, I'll show you guys. But yeah, 24/7 streams, and I'll kind of show you the different 24/7 streams that there are, just so you guys have a better awareness of like all this stuff, and then I'll kind of show you like how I do my shindig. So you'll get a little lesson as long as also have a ride along in doing all this thing with meeting new and let's say new and maybe returning people, I guess. I don't know if that's the correct word to use because there are people I've had on before that might stop by. So there is that. All right, let's get started. So what happens is I go to the very end of the Rumble live stream section, which I'm at now. Give me 1 second. And boom. Right here I am. I'm right here. Look at that. So I start at the very end and then work my way up. Now I choose... yeah. I thought I'd mute it. See, I must have missed that mute button. Oh, goodness. Anyway, how are you? But yes, let's go through... Hold on, I gotta do my... There we go. That, blah, blah, blah. All right, let's choose... I'll just show how it goes. We'll start with this one. They look like they're a premium creator, but we'll see if they're live. They're out. So we'll go out. Let's see. Ooh, Valhalla. Let's see if this is...
¿Por qué te preocupas? ¿Vas a conseguir?
Oh, it's in Espanol. And it's Assassin's Creed. Interesting.
Sé defenderme de otros guerreros. Esto es una ciudad. Habrá
So they may or may not see us, but that's okay. We'll start here.
Eso no importa. Mañana lucharemos como guerreros, no como asesinos despiadados. Lo juro por mi honor.
Ah, Eivor la parlanchina. ¿A quién has dado tan alegre talo de mi batalla?
Los dioses me han escuchado. Me basta con eso.
¿Y si digo que reduzcamos la ciudad a cenizas y que sus niños se...
Ooh, on, off. So we give them till the 8-minute mark, and then we'll go from there. But me no speak Espanol.
Hello, fellow Ramble.
Hello,
Hope you are having a great day and an even better weekend.
Calla, toca. Deja que la parlanchina hable.
He's probably gonna
Vamos,
speak during when they're doing the whole
repíteme cómo seré.
whole speaking part.
Mi espada hablará por mí. Mañana
Ma
y a mis
por mí.
enemigos.
La
No he venido a
espada
luchar
y
contigo
todo.
todavía.
Sort of.
Ah, bien.
Siegfried.
Toda la noche, llegada el alba, será la chispa de nuestra venganza.
Será mejor que me eche un rato. ¿Cómo lo haces, Eivor? Me refiero a dormir antes del combate.
There we go. We get a response.
Recuerdo cada instante del asesinato de mi madre, que me ha dicho el padre de todo.
Ooh, man, it's getting choppy.
Daramose hello and thanks.
Arroba
Daramose hello and thanks.
Y en el siguiente, el salón de los prodigios eternos.
Tú eres muerte. Alright. Now we're going to be off to see the people. Have a great one there. Gameplays. Enjoy Valhalla. I've never played any of the Assassin's Creed games, but there's that. But alright, well, let's see, that's kind of how it goes. But anyway, we're going to go to the next page, because again, my guest is coming on at 8 o'clock, so I don't spend too long. But we're going to rock 'em, sock 'em, and digitalk 'em. That didn't come out right. But anyway. Let's see. Just one of defending constitution. I get that. Get some more gaming. To the left, over to the right, over to the left, over to the right. Mr. Mobetta. Okay. He's got some naming going on here. He must be playing a football game.
Took me like Sosa. Oh yeah.
What up? Okay.
Nah, that rather try that. Ain't shit for free. That's the only thing that they get from me.
Mr. Mobetta. That's right.
Literally.
Mr. Mobetta. Oh, see you now.
Not these.
Let's see. Oh, he's picking plays. What plays he gonna pick? Now we'll give him till the 19-minute, 30-second mark. Now we'll see. Then we'll see. Yeah, I don't know if it's
I ain't the same.
Oh, he's on TikTok, he's on Twitch, he's on Rumble as well, so he's on a few platforms. It's not that bad. So you may not see it though, because I think he's using Restream. Oh, it's not TikTok, I'm sorry. It looks like a chain one. I'm not sure what that one is. But I'm not sure if
you ain't just running the same shit on me.
I'm not sure what what tool he's using. Probably it looks like it might be Rumble.
No way, bro. Thank you.
You're welcome. He saw us. You didn't read it out, but he saw it. He saw it. He didn't see it. Oh, no. Spread your love to others. Dude.
offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap. Now it's second down here.
Oh, that's my dude. Hey, Nero, what up? It's been a while, good sir. Been a while. You're a busy man. Alright, he saw us. We do our thing. Off to the next person. Papa Tortellini. Papa Tortellini. Jack Raz. What up? What up, Nero? Nice to see you again, sir. The life of Sadie Nicole. Ooh, girl. Don't get all Sadie on me, know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what? We haven't stopped by his stream for a while. So let's say hello to the Eggman. If he's live.
Boz, you are right defensive mid. I feel like striker's coming up now, so I'm going to pick striker. I'm going to go next. This is me now.
Nope.
Right attacking mid, I'll take it.
Give this up, we'll go a lot longer.
Right, so who we got? Boz is, so last is just Foxy, and that's it, right? Nobody else? Does anyone in chat want to join? Now's the time to do it. Let me check the chats just in case.
He's gonna be like, what?
Hey, how's it going, Dara? You don't have this game, do you? Alright, nobody. Right, so here we go. Foxy. Foxy's in goal, ladies and gentlemen. Foxy's in goal. This is a promotion game as well, by the way.
Uh-oh.
I'm not buying a goalkeeper archetype.
No, you're not. That's the whole point. You just got to go and goal as whatever you are.
Keeper, mate. I've never played keeper in my life.
I know. This is position roulette, mate. That's what happens.
I don't know if he'll see it or not. And that's okay.
No striker, by the way.
He doesn't have, he looks like he just has Twitch chat pulled up.
I mean, we've literally lost, so should we do a prediction on how many goals we concede?
10. 12. How many we score? I'm going 5.
No, not score. Definitely not score. How many goals do we concede? Right, I'll do like, I'll do 1 to 3. So
Must be playing a football match or soccer, as they call it.
4 to 6.
Hey, Wendy, how are you? I'm doing well. How are you?
6 to 9, and then I'll do 10 plus.
I am doing awesome. Amazing, for some would say.
Right, get your predictions in chat. Oh, no, hang on. Now get predictions in chat. How many goals will we concede? Oh, thank you for the $2 donation, Dara. Appreciate it, dude.
Yeah.
So, I feel like that should have done an alert. Oh, actually, now that you've done that, Dara, I can actually test something. Hang on.
Go for it!
I'm meaning to test this.
Oh, yes.
Wait, hang on.
Oh, blimey, get right in.
You can't do it for a certain amount of time. Hang on. Oh, I haven't got it on this scene, so that's
also
pretty stupid.
I don't think you can see it.
No, not Rumble Readout, Rumble Music.
Of course, I'm glad you're doing well. I've been seeing your show with the other ladies going well too, so congrats on that.
Okay, now
Pin message, here we go.
I don't know, Chris.
Yeah, it's not working.
Didn't go off.
I don't know, Jeff. So that's supposed to be the banner. Studio direct on screen is deleted. Create a new room. Alright, hang on. Let me see if I can do this.
Do it. We'll see if he knows it. Where's your
Any
special? They're not
messages?
coming on till
Copy.
a little later,
this
not till
works.
8 p.m. my time or 6 hours for you. It's probably not going to be till like
There you go. Look, glad to see you
another
do this. Thank you for
45,
the $2.
another 44 minutes. Another 44 minutes is when they'll come on.
Thing is, I can't do it on Twitch. That's the only problem. So if I put that down there.
There you go.
And another thing as well, I can't put it on the timer. Kind of annoying.
He missed the gifted sub.
But yeah, appreciate it, dude. I'm back on Rumble again. But I'm still working out the also gifted sub. Wait, you gifted a sub?
Hmm.
I gotta sort out my alerts, man. Really do. The only thing I've got at the moment is follow alerts. Right, is this everyone? Are we all in?
Mm-hmm.
We're all in our positions.
Oh, you're not? Oh, okay. Well, I quickly
yeah, because I was
over
streaming
it.
at 4K on Rumble, and then I decided to lower it so I could stream to.
That's
Twitter
understandable.
and see what that's like. So I'm not captain, so I
well,
can't
that's kind of sad, but understandable.
Oh mate, it's a shit house.
Curtis. But yeah, I still got to sort out my alerts. I've only got follow alerts at the moment. I've got to do sub alerts, raid alerts, and what's the other alerts? Rant, raid, subscriber. Yeah, I've got to do all them.
Is everyone doing it?
The new what you put up?
Ye.
That's the new FIFA.
Come on, Curtis.
Well, I've played 3 games with these.
No worries, Dara. Have a good one, mate. And if you're streaming later, have a good stream. And I'll have to jump on your Rumble at some point because we keep meaning to, and then I keep fucking getting really busy. It's really annoying.
It's life.
Oh, Curtis, mate.
Make sure you hit that follow and smash that thumbs up, peeps. Thank you, Neurodivergent.
Well, we put no one striker.
Nah.
There you go.
Good old position roulette, mate.
Alright. Off to the next person, page 26. What? Now, of course, you get like these ones. These nature ones are 24/7. They're always 24/7. Music is 24/7. Nature ones 24/7. There's not a day goes by that one of them isn't a 24/7. 24/7 this, 24/7 that, all 24/7. All right. Let's you know what? Sometimes we all need to step back a bit and check out a Luigi. Let's check out the Luigi. In 4 hours. I think they miss him. All right. Well, I seem to be wasting the time. Times and a half. Oh man, got a little janky.
Come on.
Oh.
Come on.
No, I understand. Sure. My mute button is not working. Oh, hold on. I know what it is. I think it was because I had it on the wrong mic. Yeah, I had it on the. I don't know why it was on the camera mic, but now it's not on the camera mic. So there's that. Yeah, I got it. Thank you guys. I was like, I swear I thought I muted it. Then you say it again. It's like, oh, okay. I think I might have put my mic on the right one. It's on the right one now. You can't hear me. You can't hear me when I put it on the right one. It's okay. I'd have gone through the whole show like, and he is like, man, he really burps crappily. All right. Well, we'll give him till the 2-minute 30-second mark, and then we're out of here. Then we out. Then we out for the next person. We out for the next person, yo.
Come on.
I don't have a Switch, so I can't play it. But oh, you're already out already. Just there. No, I start at 7, but you're at 8. You're at 8. You're coming on at 8. All right. Well, they're not responding. So hope they have a great rest of the night. But bam. Yeah, that's why I usually have people come like an hour after, because I do my pay it forward stream. Let's see. So it looks like 24/7 stuff. Ugh. Oh, what's this? Quest for treasure. The Drifter. The Drifter. Yeah, you're on 8 o'clock. You still have time. So naughty sounds that you produced. That is right. Well, not as naughty as a fart sound. That would have been worse. But I'm not gonna make those. I'm not gonna make those sounds on here. What is it with this one? The Drifter. I don't know if this is this is 5 hours, but it says things under my button. The Drifter. Well, it's 4-ish hours, 5-ish hours. So we're gonna do our thing. Let's see.
If I ever have to climb these again, it'll be too soon.
Too soon. Too soon. Too bloody soon. I can't do this every bloody time.
There's nothing up here blocking the blast doors.
Blast doors. All them blast doors. Ah, bloody hell. Glad to support. Gonna get the support. 19 snow by.
I don't want to shock myself if I don't have to.
Everybody. Thanks. Oh, you got it? I had a feeling. You probably see a doctor. That's right. If you got a red rash, you need to see a doctor for that. No qualms. No qualms about that.
Don't remember those flashing lights earlier.
I'm from Australia.
Let's hope this works.
Heads up below. Ow! Every time.
It looks like that did the trick.
I'll have to look up this game.
Nick of time, too.
Better get out of here. It's gonna get a bit wrecking.
Let's get out of here.
It's going live in 96 minutes. Oh, well, I hope it's
Hara drives the truck up onto the elevator.
Over the river and through the woods to the green where this house would go.
With a jolt, we start moving.
All right.
Craning our necks.
They haven't responded, so we're gonna head out. Hope they have a great rest of their night. Bippity boppity bippity doo. All right, next page. Next page. Let's see what's going on. It looks like 24/7 stuff. Oh, 24/7 stuff. Ugh. Okay. So the one 24/7 I will stop by, majority of the time, is this one right here by the Great Underground. I've had them on before. They are a husband and wife. They do. They're like indie musicians that work with other indie musicians. They're trying to do like some indie underground sort of thing. But yeah, they have some nice music, and they mix in the music from other artists they work with. They change up the playlist once in a while, and yeah, they're just great people all around. So always glad to stop by them when I can. And I believe that's their cat right there, their actual cat, not some 3D stuff. Oh, good Lord. All right, page 23. Let's see what page 23 has. This looks like more 24/7 stuff. More 24/7 stuff. Ugh. Okay. More 24/7 stuff. Not a surprise. Not a surprise. Let's see what we got here. we've got people. Hooray! We've got people. we've got people in the stream. Duder beans. Okay, that's pretty funny. Not gonna lie, that's pretty funny. Not gonna lie, that's pretty funny. All right. Hey, Cindy, how's it going? How are you doing? Thank you for being here. It's gonna be an awesome time. Right now, we're going through the pay it forward part, and then we'll have Captain Torr on. Will be on a bit later, and we'll have that. Let's see. Got some music one, got some game ones. Let's do. I did like this game, the Great Circle. Because Troy Baker does a pretty good job of voicing Indiana Jones, basically. They're about 26 minutes, so they just got started. Let's give a hey ho hello. Little choppy rumble. There we go. Surprise! Glad to stop by for the. Boop. Alright, we'll give him till the 27-minute 30-second mark. Because I can. You too. Good to see you. You too. Hey, Hans. How are you? Nice to see you again, Hans. It's so good to see you. Oh. We're in clay, so I'm working. I won't be able to chat much. Well, good for that. Aren't there some podcasts which are live now? Yeah, there's probably plenty of them, but some of them are.
Guess I better get going.
Different ones. Oh, he said something. Hold on.
Hallo, was gibt's?
Was gibt's? They're the Great Pyramids. But you beat up that clay, Cinny. Beat it up hard. The Great Circle 3. Oh, it must be like the third. Actually, no. Why is it 3 at the end? But regardless. But yeah, I think there are some. I know Nerdrotic is live. That's a sort of podcast. Look at the train. Look at it move. Choo 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 choo. All right. Well, he did. I think he did see us. I'm not too sure. I thought I heard something, but we're just gonna go from there. So I hope he has a great rest of his night, and I'll see you next time. But bam. All right. On to the next page. Same as it ever was. Now, of course, if we do come by someone we've already stopped at, we do not stop by them again because they already we already did stop by them. So there's no point in stopping by them again. Friday Night Tights is on. Yeah, I think they're on too. Let's see. Who wet my whistle. All right. You know what? We'll do Valheim. Oh, is it working? Oh, it's working. I've not played this game, so I have no idea how it works. I know it's got the Norse mythology in it, but I've not played it myself, so I can't give you a review of. There we go. Ooh, there's a little hot bath right there, or is it tar? It might be tar. All right. How to support. Stream, baby. I'll give it till the 47 30-second mark. Just a thing. Do you drink something? I'm just drinking water. I don't drink alcohol. Yeah, I hear you, Cinny. I just use the web browser. The app is kind of just kind of ridiculous. So understandable. Understandable. Well, glad you're here all the same, though. Glad you are here all the same. 47. If they don't see us, they don't see us. It is what it is. It looks like they're using keyboard, so they're not using controller. I use controller. What does PIF mean? It means pay it forward. Pay it forward. And that's what I do on these Fridays. It's paying it forward to people I stop by, sometimes it's people I know, all sorts of stuff. But it just means pay it forward or PIF. PIF's just
Whoa,
an
what's
easy way.
that?
Yeah. Oh, he saw us. Shh, he saw us. See this? Hold on, chat.
Dara moves?
Yes.
Find people a Coke. Appreciate it, man.
He saw. Oh, he did see us. There we go. I want to turn that off. I want to turn that off.
Sorry if I'm a little late noticing that, but got kind of distracted with all these wolves trying to kill me.
Don't let them kill you. Don't let them kill you. Yeah. Will you get yourself together?
Oh.
It looks like goblins now. Ogres? Yes, it's always good to learn something new. And get it together, man. Yeah, I hear you. Over you just chat. I hear ya. Well, I'm glad you're here regardless.
I'm trying.
Yeah, he saw.
Oh, don't need that.
Well, you have fun.
You.
Goodness sake, can you just for 1 second? To others.
I don't stream much, but you know.
Ooh. Oh.
One of the reasons I didn't come over to Rumble is just because, you know, Rumble still has you know, some work to do, fixing stuff, and everything's like about 4 or 5 times harder to get it all to work right and everything.
Yeah.
But I was like, I should make the effort to come over here.
The only one who has said that.
I really wish Rumble would do. There's some things
have a
Rumble
good night.
could do to improve stuff a lot.
Have a good night, Wendy. Get some good sleep.
If they got the right people giving them advice over there or what, but
what issues?
Like they try to compete with like YouTube.
Dang it. Son of a bit.
Rumble is getting attacked like incessantly. I used to work for sysadmin for Defense Department, and you know, we used to get attacked all day long every day, and that was like 20 years ago. And so I can only imagine what it's like now, but I'm sure Rumble's getting attacked, but you know, and that probably causes a lot of the, you know, the lags on the lives.
Yeah.
You know, DLive, when DLive first came out,
giving me growing pains,
dude. Especially they had their like little built-in crypto, which I thought was really, really cool. I don't know how.
You too.
how effective it was, because the whole thing was obviously set up to be like some kind of a Chinese spy program. But like, I really like the idea of, you know, by watching and participating in the chat and stuff like that, you could earn little tiny bits of this like cryptocurrency, and then you could donate that to the streamers, which, you know, like, I'm a broke son of a bitch, so like I really liked it because it was a way that I could give back to like the streamers that I used to play with and watch. And I don't know if that was ever, you know, if they lost or gained money on that, but the main thing was well, there was that, but then also they built their platform to mimic kind of the interface of Twitch, you know. So we're Rumble's done a little bit to help with that, but you know, it makes it really easy to find streamers and games that you're interested in. Now, the other one that I think has done a really good job, DLive fell off the map because they started censoring and they suck. But the other one that I think does a really good job so far is Trovo.
Trovo, really?
I'm not as experienced with it. I think they have I know they got their own currency, but I don't think it works quite like DLive did. I think it's like the bits thing, like you pay. But anyways, their interface, like, I wish Rumble would work on developing an interface for gaming like Trovo. They practically
auto option,
you know, copy and pasted sort of the Twitch one. But it's all about the interface and the ease of use. Like, if they could do something like that, like, people have been aching for an alternative to Twitch for like years.
Ease of use.
So it's not like there's not a demand there. There's a massive demand there. Trovo is more for like, it's pretty much all Russians and people from Turkey and stuff. It's like hardly anyone speaks English on there. Yeah, elixirs. Yeah.
Yep.
But I think you buy those. It's not like something you can earn like by watching and participating in chat and stuff like the DLive thing had. I think that was the thing that was kind of unique to DLive. But yeah, man, I wish someone would stick a fire up their ass over at Rumble and be like, copy Trovo. Maybe not necessarily all the little elixir stuff, but like the interface, like being able to browse through the games, to, you know, to easily search for streamers and all of that, because you know, Twitch it monopolizes gamers, but you know, they pretty much cater to, you know, the just chatting crowd, if you know what I mean. Which I think they finally did a little better about, because man, back in the day, what do I not need? It was like, I never watched that stuff ever, and they would always be showing up in like my suggested for you and stuff like, it's like suggested for you, Amaranth. It's like, dude, I've never once looked at that thinking chick's stream. I even went in her stream and told them to ban me, so that it would stop showing up in my suggested. It didn't work. I was like banned from it and everything. And I'd like load up, and I don't even get on Twitch that much.
It was behind. Ah, man.
Oh, that's cool. I hope they listen to what you're telling them. Oh, ouch. I mean, to put simply, it's like, you know, get into gaming, like, you know, other than fine tuning their back end, I guess, for the the videos, there is such a massive, well, not even just gaming, but you know, another thing on DLive too was they had political streamers. I think the big one they ended up censoring them too. There was a Finnish couple Like, you know, they're probably like in their 50s from Finland.
Oh, wow.
And they would do a political stream about shit that was going on in like Finland. And dude, they would get a ton of viewers. I mean,
Wow.
a ton. And I think they ended up getting banned, you know,
Wow.
because it was political. So
Yeah, that's understandable.
but yeah, you would be surprised. It'd be like they'd get on the stream thing, and like literally everyone on DLive would be watching their stream, and it wasn't even in English or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, if they could copy and paste the interface for gaming from Trovo and actually, I don't know if they're involved with those, you know, the little bots and stuff that like help out, you know, like, you know, the little free Streamlabs type things. But if they could get an interface like that and some easy to use, like for Trovo, there's one called Botrix, which I actually started using for Twitch and stuff. It's pretty easy to use and
I can't get
has everything
forever.
I need on it. And but if they could get the interface from Trovo and get
Hans,
some like a thing like Botrix where it's all just nice and easy, dude, they could.
Gotta do Hans. That's right.
They could get a lot of people over there quick.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm off to spread the love others, my dude. So, plus, the stream is not keeping up, which is Bolshevik. Bolshevik, I say! Your streams are not keeping up.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. And you have a good one.
All right. And then we're going over to the next page. 28 Liams later. Supergirl Andy. Huh. Carries my interesting. Interesting. Let's look at it. Who's on here? Supergirl Andy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So I think their sound is low, or they don't have the sound there on at all. I don't know. Glad to stop by. Boop. I don't even know if they noticed or not. Because it's freaking out. Freak out. We'll give him till the 47-minute mark and then we'll head out. Never played Gary's mod either. Get the dubs. Get the dubs. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Something's moving. I know it's like, I know
But
Gary's...
the question is, where are you? Marco.
Hello. Yeah, Gary's mod is sort of like, it's like hide and seek, I believe. It's like a hide and seek thing. Where are you? Seems you are a little too far away for me to find.
Dara, thanks for the $2 Rumble rant.
Just fired everything. Fire! Fired everything! They didn't see us though. Not gonna. Fire! Yeah, don't fire those. Those will blow up in your face. Up, nope. Up, up, up. Beep, bop. Oh, that tipped over. Oh, that because he. That didn't do anything at all. Wow. Hide and seek the hard way. I see the captain is counting down. He's counting down hard. It's actually 13 minutes from where I'm standing, but you almost got it. Alright. Well, they saw us. All that good stuff. Page 18. Let's see what we got here. Not much. Not much at all, to be honest. Looks like a bunch of hoo-ha. 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 Let's see. Ooh, we got Muppet. Muppet. For dance. For dance. It's been a while since I stopped by Flo.
Actually, I want to do a quick test because maybe if I get rid of all the other chapters temporarily, I can just show
Ooh, he's out
First Samuel chapter 20 by itself.
He's out with the trees.
Curious.
He's out with the trees. He was building. When I met him, he was building a shed.
Perfectly capitalized. Oops. First Samuel. Nope, that's not gonna work. First Samuel 20. Yeah, so that worked. So my guess, is, based on what I'm seeing, is that the abbreviation,
where he's at,
linking table of whateverness. Can't even remember my own table structure. It's probably missing 2 chapters or has a typo or something. Hey, Daramouth, how's it going? That would be my guess. So I'll have to. I've already experienced this, so I know of this error, but I keep forgetting to look because I don't like coding stuff anymore. So I kind of just go home and zone out and do something else. I don't want to just fix bugs on code.
Yeah, that's understandable.
All right, so what I'll do is so today's reading is going to be 1 Samuel chapter 16 through 20, Psalms 11 and 59, and Acts chapter 10. So it's a pretty long reading. Might be the only one I have time to do today. So I'm reading through the Bible this year, trying to do it all. Well, not trying. I'm reading all of it in nature, out on the trail or whatever, finding cool locations and stuff. And so that's kind of my
sounds like he's having a
project I'm working on this year. I tried it last year, but last year I wasn't. And right now I'm resetting and starting over, and I think I'm about
almost.
I think I'm about a third of the way through.
Oh, nice.
But I've got a long way to go. Going well, good sir. How are you? I'm doing quite well. I went on an awesome hike yesterday, so I'm still reeling. Is that the right word? I'm still basking in the joy of that experience. But I went to like one of the most beautiful locations in Oregon. So I was really excited about being able to do some Bible readings up there because they would be the best ones in the series for sure. But because I didn't plan well and didn't have enough time, and then I helped this girl on the trail, I lost the opportunity to do that. So because of that, I was like, today I wasn't really planning to go hiking again today because I just did that yesterday, but I'm like, I didn't do any Bible readings. So I wanted to get out at least to do something. So yeah, but it was an awesome hike. It's like one of those, I don't know. It's really hard to come up with ranking systems, but that's got to be one of my top life experiences in hiking. Easily in the top 10, top 5, probably. And we're talking, I've gone on, at least 1,200 hikes in my life, and probably, more than that, but that's how many I have in my kind of recent record when I started using GPS and recording tracks and stuff.
But yeah, it's me, so.
And out of all those, yeah, I'd say top 5 was yesterday. It's quite nice. It's a hike I've done actually 2 other times.
All right. Let's see. 2 more people. Who should we stop by? Tricky Creations. Is this someone who's?
We may have to freshen that one up.
Get in contact. Tricky.
They're always better when they come off the top of your head. You gonna sing? Here, you can take this back.
Oh, singing. What?
Do your thing.
Kick and Twitch and what? And Rumble?
Too.
What? YouTube? Holy crap!
Some music. I don't know. We shall get to the bottom of that, but we're going to go back to Faded.
Goodness, that's a lot of
Faded. And we need to get more Faded. And I definitely need to get Faded. That is truth upon honesty, upon good old fashioned yep.
Yep.
Whoops.
It's on multiple different platforms, it looks like.
I should just double. Oh, I put myself in a different. Yeah, because her camera was right. Hello, fellow Rumbler. How are you? Having a great day? Daremouth? Oh, well, shit. Thank you for the $2. That's cool. I appreciate that. I do. I was having an okay. It's been a day. We're getting ready to play some Fate of Monsuda. If you don't know what that is, it is a card-esque game.
Card-esque?
I erased all that shit. But yeah, thank you for the $2 over on Rumble. I appreciate it.
Yeah, because they're on YouTube, they're on X, they're in a lot of different places.
I think what just happened, Dara moved to the Terrifying 2. Let's go check out the page on the other side.
I did! Oh, goodness. Crazy. But I left my stuff. So
give you a follow. Oh, you made it over the 1K mark. What did we talk about? DaraChat. They call him Fractured Filter. DaraChat. Pay it forward stream. Special guest Captain. I see. Doing a pay it forward.
Yep.
That's 12 people in there. Well,
yeah.
Thank you for paying it forward. I appreciate it.
Of course.
My wife and I are getting ready to play a card game. And I'm streaming on just about any place I can stream.
There you go. That's how you do it.
Except for Twitch. We're not on Twitch. We're not on YouTube.
Oh, not on YouTube. Okay, so no Twitch, no YouTube.
I see that you're live right now. Actually, I got a separate screen. Trying to get. You know how it goes when you have like 12 devices.
Yep. 12
devices. They all need to be charged, and you feel like you have to stare at all of them.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
That's the truth.
One too many screens. Not enough eyes. One too many screens, not enough eyes.
I'm trying to get other shit accomplished here.
Well, we'll give him a gift sub.
Okay.
There we go.
You're welcome. Very, very much. What we got? We got 6 people on X. Why? What are we doing over here? Give me the stream. I want to see the stream.
Oops, that's wrong. I spelled that wrong.
Yes, Captain Torr. Oh, I like the art. Hell yeah.
Captain Torr is an artist.
I'm obviously big into the skulls.
Oh, you got a fan already there, Captain Torr.
10 minutes, T-minus 5 minutes. Get in there.
Yeah.
Twitch stands. Whoa. What do you mean? Did the fucking leader? Excuse me, I do have a mouth, by the way. From your guess, Twitch stands by his. I'm not streaming on Twitch. Twitch can kiss my ass, but what? That sounds fun.
That's funny.
He is more violent than Antifa. What the hell? Yeah. I got a bone to pick with Twitch. So
that intro too. So no,
I
did my
intro. Snipe over. Might take.
What up?
During.
What up,
right now? I just went through a shit ton of shit and tried to stop what I think is a scam.
Yeah.
I really do. No messages, no nothing like that elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we were meant to play games all day. Twitch sucks, don't you? yeah. I got your stream chat up. I am gonna put up the smoke break and go get a nicotine tug.
There you go.
Are you still on? There, I requested if you want to. Smoke them if you got them. Justin, I'll be back.
There you go.
Thank you again for the super chat or whatever the hell you call them over.
Rumble rant. Rumble rant. He's a rumble rant. He'll get it though. All right. One more person. It was fun. Fun guy. All right. Last person. Let's see. Let's see. Splatoon. No Man's Sky. Oh, gotta do No Man's Sky. What? YouTube, Twitch, or Kick? Really?
In here.
Oh, blowing out your mic.
I don't.
All right.
That's my base.
Let's see.
Sky. Science facility.
There we go. Let's see
go
who
up top.
sees it. It'll be the last one for tonight. What?
Miss Britt, how are you doing tonight? So we're just getting started. I just loaded in the game.
Nice.
I've got a community planet. You need to get in on this. I've got a
I wonder if
community
that's one of
planet.
his build
Got
ones
several
because it looks
people.
pretty
Put
cool.
some bases up here.
Nice. Must
I've
be
got
on
a little sky house. Got a little whatever you want
one
to
of
call
those nice
this.
planets.
We just kicked it off yesterday morning, so that's my base up in the.
I don't know if we'll see it or not, but we'll give him till the 22-30 second mark. If you don't see it, that is what it is.
Forget that it's not a. I have to hold it. Let's get started. I think I'm on the community planet right now, if I'm not mistaken.
That's so interesting how he does little things, though.
We just got that thing kicked off and off the ground on the last stream yesterday morning.
Ooh, nice.
I appreciate you, Damage. Nothing like showing some support and making you sweat. Not there yet, but
Let me make you
come
sweat.
on, guys.
What?
Where we at? I'm
playing a
just
game.
really pumped about tonight's stream.
What in the
It's
world
been a
is that?
minute since I've done a night stream.
Wow.
Why is it so loud?
Yeah, why is it so loud? Goodness sake.
All right, I need to see what everybody's been doing here.
All right. Well, I'm stayed long enough.
I don't know where
But
people's
I hope he has
bases
a great
are.
rest of his night. And of course, that is the end of the Pay It Forward. I see you're live there, Half Pine. Nice of you to stop by while you're live. Nice to see you stop by while you're live. Goodness sake. All right. Well, that's the end of the Pay It Forward stream. Of course, it was the 73rd Pay It Forward stream. Thank you to all who joined. Obviously, again, I do this every Friday I can. Obviously, holiday events and family events are ones I don't do it on, but you know how it goes. I usually try to tell you ahead of time if I'm going to be able to do it or not. But anyway, that's the end of that. It saves me a screen, though. Goodness sake. When you have like 4 to 5 different screens, it gets crazy. What up there, Captain Torr?
What up? What up?
How's it going, Captain?
The following special event has been certified Lady Liberty approved. Lady Liberty wants to remind you that this is powered by Rumble. We are the Rumble Revolution. Funding for the Delta IV Pirate Submarine is made possible by my employee paycheck and viewers like you. Our sponsor for tonight is Hans Diamond Ball Chew Toys. If your dog loves chew toys, he'll love Hans Diamond Balls. Full Metal Jacket Studios proudly presents, now broadcasting from an underwater command post deep in the bowels of a nuclear submarine, somewhere underneath the nondescript waters of the seven seas, you've once again made contact with your fearless leader, Captain Torr. Da, 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 da.
Nice. And almost like a G.I. Joe intro right there, because it has that same kind of look.
That's right. That's right. Crashing through the sky comes the fearful cry of the admins. Censor the admins. Censor, army of the night. Evil taking flight. It's the censor of the admins. Censor the admins. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Banner stretching far and wide. Who can turn the tide? Let's go, Brandon! Captain Torr, real American hero. Captain Torr is there, fighting for freedom and free speech wherever it's troubled over land and sea and air. Captain Torr is there. Captain Torr, the #1 American special agent. His purpose? To defeat the admins and protect free speech. Captain Torr!
Nice.
I have had plenty of caffeine to keep me. I was looking forward to this tonight. So, what can I do for you, Daramuth? What can I do for you? I owe you so much because you helped. You were there right at the beginning a year ago with your Rumble rant.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, actually, you have to give Hans. I think it was Hans that kind of give that credit because I think he directed me to you.
Oh, yeah. Well, I actually have to give Hans and Omega from the Meisters of Madness. They're the ones that started to kind of convince me to do streaming. It was very tepid at first. I guess I'm going to go into a long story. I've kind of repeated this a couple of times on my stream, but for those that don't know, I actually ran into Hans Diamond Ball by accident. He was streaming. Oh yeah, he was streaming a Robocraft back in the day. Yeah, he was streaming Robocraft back in the day. Nice. And I caught his stream when I came home from church, believe it or not.
Oh, wow.
And he was on, and I got to talking to him in the chat, and I was saying, hey, I used to make a lot of stuff in Robocraft, and I really didn't get very far because, well, the pay to win people were really beating us up, and of course, people like me on a free account, we were like, well, we're trying to grind everything out and then getting our asses handed to us, so I kind of quit it. But Hans actually got me back into it, and I showed him some of the stuff that I had built and I had created, and from there, we kind of ballooned out. Then it was, well, let me reinstall it, and then, well, hey, I see you're on. You want me to join you? And of course, then I joined him, and then all of a sudden I'm on his program with him. I try to help be entertaining, and things kind of cascaded from there. I ran into Omega. They kind of both of them kind of hooked me up with OBS and started getting my stuff together, and voila, here I am. The dancing diddle ball skull, here in the Davy Jones lounge of the Delta IV pirate submarine.
Yeah, because I didn't know how that went with Hans, because I can't remember.
And I did start as a gaming streamer too. My first shows were just video games, and it was kind of simple. All I had to do was kind of do an intro, kind of introduce what's going on, and then kind of let the video game kind of entertain everybody else.
Yeah.
It was, I would have to say, it was a few months in, and I got a few shows under my belt where finally, I know a guy by the name of Eric John Pizza Artist. I don't know if you've been to Awesome Sauce or not, but he kind of convinced me, not really actually pushing, but I mean, it kind of showed me that, hey, I can do more than just video game.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I started doing my draw streams. And now I do draw streams for people. I can show some of the work off tonight, even though I did do that long intro that all that stuff was made by me. So
nice.
All that stuff was made by me.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a lot. I see in the chat now plenty of my normals like Casual Gaming, Rumble Quacker. How's it going, Rumble Quacker? It's good to see you, Jose. Yeah, Jose. His avatar, I actually made that for him. He was my second or third. I want to say second or third request that I did for him, and I asked what did he want, and he said samurai chicken. And I'm like, let's go with it, samurai chicken it is. That was a fun stream because I mean we made chicken jokes all night.
Yeah,
so
that's right. Reminds me, there's a I don't know if you ever heard of it, but there's a show called Robot Chicken, and one of the sketches they did was it was like a what was that show? Law and Order SVU, but it was just with chickens. And so
I was a big fan of Adult Swim back in the day. I did watch a lot of Robot Chicken. In fact, I remember in the beginning when back in the beginning when I first started watching, I liked watching a lot of those rip-off of the old Hanna-Barbera cartoons. Like, I liked Brack Show, and I liked Lab 2021. Birdman was kind of funny. And then, of course, there was Aqua Teen Hunger Force, which, wow, that one like took everybody by storm for some reason. That was weird. It was a weird one, but that one really became like the most popular out of all those.
Oh, yeah. It's that. I didn't have cable. My parents had cable for a while, but didn't have cable for long. Because that's always expensive, right? But
cable always was expensive back in the day, and that was kind of thing too. When that was going on, I was actually in college, and my wife and I, we'd be able to afford it, and then we couldn't afford it. Then we'd be able to afford it, and then we couldn't afford it. So yeah, it was something to behold. So I used to catch it, and I used to make references to C-Lab. A lot of times, and my wife's like, "Where are you? What are you watching? What is that? What are you singing?" And it's like, well, you got to watch it, And so we did, and I got her hooked on the Brack Show. She was a bigger fan of the Brack Show. I have to admit, he was kind of a cute character. I was like the whiny mouth that he had. So yeah, that was an awesome program back in the day.
Don't forget Space Ghost. Yeah, Space.
Oh yeah, well, Space Ghost kind of was the catalyst for all of that.
Yeah.
So they went back and did Space Ghost and all that and all that, and that was fun. I always liked Zorak. Zorak was always funny.
Yeah. Well, because I remember, because right now Adult Swim's not really what it used to be. It's a little off.
Well, from what I understand, and I do kind of stay in the know a little bit. From what I understand, Cartoon Network isn't what it used to be. Well, Cartoon Network isn't what it used to be. It just, it's kind of gone downhill since those early days.
Yeah.
So,
especially since you had like, what was that? Like, you had Family Guy that was on Adult Swim for a while.
Yep.
You had what was it? I think Sex and the Stars and other show, The American Dad was also on there too.
Yep, I remember. I wasn't as big a fan as American Dad, but then again, I'm not so sure I'm a big fan of Seth Green anymore. Anyway, I mean, if we get into politics here, and it's like, I don't know if I'm a big fan of these people anymore, because they always got to go out of their way to poke a stick in my eye, and it's like, well, have you looked at your own side recently? Yeah.
Well, no, the Family Guy is Seth MacFarlane, not Seth Green.
Oh, okay, Seth MacFarlane. Okay, my bad.
Seth Green is co-creator for Robot Chicken.
That's right, and I do like Robot Chicken. They were very good. Yeah. They were very good sketch comedy. It was very good sketch comedy. I loved the. Of course, most of those were references to were pop culture references when I was a kid. Like they made fun of the G.I. Joes, they made fun of Transformers, they made fun of all those cartoons that were popular when I was a kid.
Yeah, because because it's the parody show, right? Because otherwise,
Absolutely,
copyright stuff,
and it was awesome. In fact, I thought it was great when they went out and they're like, She-Ra's Aunt Flo has come visiting this week. Like, yeah, we kind of got what that was. that one was good.
Because it's funny too, because that's where the creation of bitch pudding came from. Is from sort of that strawberry shortcake sort of thing, and that blew up too. My gosh, what is her name? The voices bitch pudding. I think it's Kate Sackhoff or something like that.
Katie Sackhoff, is that the same one that was Starbuck on Battlestar Galactica, the remake?
I think she was on Battlestar Galactica.
I did not know that.
Yeah, she was also in the new. I believe she was also in the new Chronicles of Riddick movie with.
Yes, I did see some clips of that. I did see some clips from that, and I dare not mention where I saw those clips because I don't really want to mention them at all. But I did see them on YouTube Shorts.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I understand.
Don't get me wrong. There's still a little bit of content over there that I watch once in a while, but I try to get away from YouTube as much as I can now because YouTube sucks.
I understand it. Yeah, I understand it. I mean, there's a lot of.
I believe in the Rumble revolution. That's why I posted that here today. That we are the Rumble revolution, brother. We are.
Yeah, and it's understandable why many people only post to one platform like Rumble, but I can't follow that line because YouTube left a deep lesson in why you shouldn't be putting all your stuff on one platform.
That's a good point to make. That's a very good point to make.
And Twitch too. Twitch did teach that lesson as well. Hey Fairy, how are you? I hope you're doing well, Fairy. I saw the updates and stuff, so I hope you're feeling much better. Because I know you had to go to the hospital a while back.
Oh, we just ain't on fire there, Fairy Mister. We burning it down. We burning this mofo down.
Fire hot, spicy like a habanero.
That's right. We burning it down.
We
burning it down. We burning it down. We burning it down.
You gotta do. She's a brick house.
Yeah, brick house.
Mighty. No, yeah, I'm glad.
She's all right. She's all right.
That's right. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, because I know I saw the post on X, so glad things are going out well. But yeah, I understand. There are many people who are like yourself, but for me, I can't do it on one platform because
I completely understand. I completely understand. I've seen your program and I seen the other chats roll across, and if I don't see him in the live chat, I realize, that's from one of the other platforms, and you're not the only one that does that either. I've seen other people do that, which I know it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing if you can get away with it. It's just I don't want to play by YouTube's rules. Censorship. I don't want the potential of, we had to strike this for that, or we had to remove this because you said something naughty. F you. I've known too many people who got canceled from YouTube. It's like eat it. Eat it. I'm not dealing with that.
No, yeah, and I understand it too. That's why when I tell people I let them just curse if you want to, because it's like a soccer field. I always say it's like a soccer field. Here's 98% of the field. All I ask is for that 2%, like none of the big game words. Although I did have a few people who do that, so it's kind of pointless anyway.
Soccer.
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 What's up? Yeah,
soccer. Okay. For the European viewers out there, that's football. Yeah, that's football, European style. Okay.
Well, they have some big soccer fields here in America. All right, come
We
on
got a
now.
few. We got a few. We got a few. It's catching on. Don't get me wrong.
Well, David Beckham did one. What used to be on a team in America? Come on now.
Was he? Was he?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to soccer. But then again, I don't pay attention to sports on anything anymore. I really don't ever pay attention to sports. I've never been like a sports guy. I mean, my wife follows NFL, and because we live in Wisconsin, who do you think we follow in football? I give you a hint. It's not the Bears.
It's the Cheddarheads. That's what they call
right.
them.
That's right. Yeah, that's Cheddarheads. Yeah, that's it. It's the Green Bay Packers, the ones where everybody knows as the Cheddarheads. Yeah, she follows them. I do not care for football. I don't care for NFL. And again, it goes back to politics. It goes back to the politics again. I'm more of a based right winger with libertarian tendencies. So
understandable. I found what he played for the LA Galaxy is the name of the team in America.
Galaxy. Okay, that sounds about right.
2007 it looks like, but he was part of them for quite some time. Took effect on July 11th and on July 13th. And also he's married to Victoria, one of the
Yes, everybody remembers Victoria. Anybody who remembers the Spice Girls remembers Posh Spice. Although I have to admit, my favorite Spice was probably Sporty or Ginger. Yeah, maybe Ginger. Yeah, Ginger more than anything. I love the red hair. The red hair got me. So
you can't go wrong with red hair. But yes, he did play for LA Galaxy, so that is American. But yeah, I mean it's I don't pay much of attention to sports either. Maybe if it's like the Olympics, but even then that's kind of waned a bit from paying attention to that because it is what it is.
I stopped paying attention to the Olympics after the Dream Team kind of like pile drived everybody in basketball back in '92.
Jeez.
I mean, come on, they were undefeatable. That was the chant back then, and it's like, yeah, and it was like, I mean, who would have thought fantasy basketball would have gone mainstream at the Olympics and totally butt? I mean, seriously, it's like, oh my God, who are these guys? And nobody could really beat them. It was fun to watch.
Yeah, no, it was. I don't remember if I saw that one because again, my mom was the more Olympics portion of it, but I did get to see later because I know usually it's the when they goes to a different country they try to impress with their openers and closers, right?
Yep.
Like when it went to China, they did this whole big thing for their opener and their closer. It's insane, but it really basically the Olympics are a money loss. They really are a money loss for.
They sure are. They sure are. I mean, anybody who advertises on them, it is a money loss for them. But you know what it makes up for? PR. It's public relations. That's a capital all its own.
That's true. That is true.
I mean,
although I think for Rio de Janeiro was kind of iffy because there was talk about like trash in their rivers or something.
Yeah, like people get pissed about that. Yeah. Well, what I find kind of funny too is that let's see, either they held them already in France or they're gonna hold the Summer Olympics in Paris, France, and they had to take up this massive cleanup effort so that people could safely swim in the river there. Yeah, they had to shell out a lot of money and a lot of cleanup for the river there so people could swim in it. I don't know. That river hasn't been safe to swim in probably since the turn of the last century. So, I mean, because again, just like Venice, sewage gets flushed into it, people. Because they don't do like we do over here in too many places, especially old cities like Paris and Venice and all that. So the stuff used to just flush straight into the water and out to sea it was supposed to go, or so they hoped. I can't tell you how much they hoped.
Yeah, it was like a wish and a prayer. But no, I don't. It really is one of those things where, like, whether it be like golf or whatever, or any of the sports, it really is something that I've never been interested in watching, like a sport
Right. Yeah.
show.
Same here.
E-
Same here. I was never a sports guy. Yeah,
Mhm.
I played Little League for 3 years and did absolutely horrible at it. So I was like, fuck it, don't want to do this.
I will say though, though the what is it? Though the Super Bowl is mostly about commercials.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
They do have some pretty good commercials though.
Your string of commercials interrupted by a game that supposedly people want to watch. Yeah, I totally get that. Totally get that, because I remember at one time, believe it or not, okay, so when I was still in high school, I had a math teacher. He used to be one of the coaches. He used to be the wrestling team coach, but he was one of my math instructors. Okay. And for one of those free days or whatever, where he decided that it was after the Super Bowl. So now he was going to show it to us on the old VHS tape. He was going to show us the Super Bowl that year. And this was, okay, air quotes, this was consumer mathematics. And he was going to show us the ads that were on that show.
Yeah.
No, he just got it because he wanted to see the freaking Super Bowl again and waste school time with that. But we didn't give a shit as long as we didn't get any homework and we could just kind of sleep through class. Nobody cared.
Sometimes when the train's rolling away, you're like, should we stop it or not? And you're just like, you know what?
Just keep let it go.
Just
let it go.
Just give it a few. It'll be fine. The further it goes, down it goes.
Let it go. Yeah,
it's out of our hands.
Just let it go. That's all that matters. Just let it go.
What train? I don't know what train you're talking about.
Yeah, what train? Nobody knows what train that is. That's not a train. What is that? Subway? Or is it a freight train? Subway?
I can't believe.
Are we talking about the Trump train? No, it ain't the Trump train.
Well, that's more of like an ideological train, not a real train. Although I have been on
it's my train of thought.
Well, that's true. That is ideological. Well, hey, Levistra, how are you doing? Thundercats? No, what? No, it's not Thundercats. What's wrong with you, Levistro? My goodness.
Thundercat. Ho!
Hi, my name is Lion-O. But
I'm
yeah.
Lion-O. I'm Lord of the Thundercats.
Meow.
Meow.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm just not really a sports person, but it's kind of interesting when you can see those kind of, because some of the commercials again are just funny. Like it really
they can be. Yeah, they used to have pretty good commercials, but most of the time I see the halftime shows are just becoming indoctrination now at this point.
Well, I mean, I don't know if the Janet Jackson one was an indoctrination.
Okay, maybe that was the last of the good ones to try to get our attention back on it.
Well, and the funny thing is that what I remember was like there wasn't really much of anything shown.
Yeah, I know. People made more about that than what really happened, because I actually did happen to catch it. Not live, but I happened to catch it later, and I'm just like, okay, so her nip slips, and you see this weird kind of twirly thing on her nipple. It's like you really didn't see much. Yeah, but I'm sure there's people there were people at home like completely fucking flipping out, like, oh my god, her nip slipped on live TV, and of course because it's national broadcast, FCC has to look into it now. They have to. The FCC has to look into it. I mean, just like recent events like Jimmy Kimmel, being suspended from ABC for saying something, and the FCC said, yeah, we got to look into that, because it's broadcast. It's not like the internet where where it's kind of the Wild West. Broadcast TV, there are standards, there are regulations, because it is free, it's open to the public, and you can't just show anything on it unless you paywall it. Hello Playboy channel back in the day, and whatever other porn channels you can think of. Paywall that shit.
You just had to wait till late at night until you got the girls going.
I don't know. The cable I grew up with, you didn't get that unless you paid extra for it, no matter what part of the day it was.
No. You're thinking of HBO's like Cinemax. I'm talking
Oh
like
yeah, Skinamax. There we go. Everything softcore, Skinamax. Yep, I remember those days too.
Because late at night on public television, you would get the Girls Gone Wild commercials, which was always interesting factors. Like, wait a second, why is this playing late? What is going on here? And then it's like, because that was like the days when VHS was still
Girls Gone Wild. Back in the day when it was acceptable for girls to go wild. Nowadays, girls go wild and it's considered some kind of weird feminist empowerment. I don't know if you followed that, but it just, I don't get it either.
Right.
I mean, back in the day, we just called them hoes and left it at that.
Certain channel on the old dial TV. Well, yeah, I've only ever I think I've only ever owned one TV or had one TV where it was like the dial tuner thing, but it only worked for a little while because you know how it goes. But,
well, kids, back in the day when I was a little Captain Torr, guess what? I was the remote. Dad would smack me on the back of the head and say, "Go change the channel to number 17 or whatever."
Well, that and you had the bunny ears. Don't forget the bunny ears.
Oh, we actually didn't have bunny ears on our TV because it was actually originally it was hooked up to one of these great big god awful erector set type antennas that was on top of the house.
Mm-hmm.
And you actually had to turn mind you had to turn this by hand to get reception sometimes. Yeah.
Oh,
we had this little dial thing, and you'd set it to a location, and then it would make this weird move, and then boom, there we go.
Yep, there was a gentleman I used to mow his lawn, and in his backyard you would have one of those big dishes. It was a standalone bar, and it would just be this huge dish that was satellite, right? And so I don't know if he manually or automatically.
Levistro. Oh my God! Hello, fellow family remote. Yeah, yep. We were the remote. We were the remote. You didn't get to play with that. You were the remote. You didn't get to be anything but the remote.
That is true. But yeah, I've seen those big dishes before. I don't think people have those anymore, to be honest. I know there's where I live.
Satellite dishes. Yeah, there was another one that we never had, but I knew people, and they had this big god awful white dish thing in their yard, and it looked ugly as sin. But they got channels. Not gonna lie, they got channels.
True. There's also one who lives near where they have like this tall tower, and they have their antenna on top of it. It's like right up adjacent to the house. And it's like this metal tower that they have.
Was that like like the old cell towers? Looked like the old cell towers. Had the little boxes on it too that pointed off in different directions.
It didn't have boxes on it, but it does have sort of like that tower scaffolding sort of look, but it's not that.
Yeah, I remember. I remember those. Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, it's because my family would have. There's two type of different antennae. There's one that's like the dish, like we talked about, but there's also just the one that's sort of like this poles and all this sort of stuff. It's not really dishish, So you just set it on top. You just set it out on top of the roof, and then you kind of you probably would have to go on top of the roof to kind of change it, but
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I know. I remember when things like DirecTV started taking off, and people were mounting them on their roofs.
Oh, yeah.
Well, where I live, it snows.
Oh.
And guess what? You got to get out there on the roof with a broom and brush that stuff off. Did I mention that there's like a 90% grade in the angle when you go out and try to brush that shit off? Yeah, a lot of people got hurt falling off of roofs.
No.
Yeah.
What was it? Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's just things you start to remember after a while, because again, it's back. It was pretty much the 90s. That's the time I remember. Oh, thank Thank you, Rumble Cracker. It was basically back during the 90s where, a majority of that stuff is until like, because I mean, I'm pretty sure you remember like dial up and stuff, right? And that was just a headache in its own right.
Yep.
When especially you're trying to do like, use the internet, and then all of a sudden you siblings or family member wants to make a phone call. Even incoming phone calls you couldn't receive if you were online. It'd get like.
Yep. And I remember it making that god awful racket every time you pick up the phone. It's like, it almost like, I know my grandma would have probably picked out and be like, "What kind of demon shit is this? I'm after all this."
Hell is in the phone. Hell is in the phone.
Oh my God, the phone is possessed. It's possessed by demons. Dump a bunch of holy water on it. Splash, splash, splash. Then all of a sudden the fucking phone gives out and you wonder why.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grandma, electronics and water don't mix very well.
It's true. Although some do try. If you're like watching Groundhog's Day, then they someone wants to mix it really well. But yeah, the time of the 90s was certainly an interesting one. But
it was my coming of age decade, that's for sure. I went from being a child to an adult in 10 years. Yeah, that was difficult and painful.
Yeah, it was definitely an interesting time. But again, the limits for it certainly were the beginning of what is now, where it's pretty much everything is accessible by your phone or pad, whichever iPad or whatnot.
Yeah, isn't it amazing? Children, back when we were your age, we didn't just have everything at our fingertips. We actually had to go do shit.
There's a thing called a library. I had to get a book from a library. There was no
library. That was like a wiki you had to walk to. Okay, like a wiki. That was like a Wikipedia you had to walk to, and then maybe, just maybe, they might have the information you need if you knew where to look. Guess what? Back in my day, I still don't remember how to use the Dewey Decimal System.
Neither do I. Thank goodness for the computers that came. But yeah. I remember the time the ice cream truck would still come along and you'd be like slobbering all over for it.
Ice cream. Yep.
They still do in some areas.
I don't know. Did they have anything like Schwann's where you lived? The Schwann's trucks.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This is where people would like order ice cream and have it delivered to their house.
Oh yeah, before
ice cream and popsicles and treats and even regular like frozen food like pizzas and stuff. Yeah, that would come on what was called the Schwann's truck because the company name was Schwann's, and they would come and they'd you would order stuff through them and they would show up every week with what you ordered. So
that's where I got my love of corn dogs from, is because they would sell corn dogs. Yeah, and
corn dogs. That's like a state and county fair staple. Corn dogs. That's a county fair staple where I live.
Unless you go to an actual fair, it's not as big as some of those though. Because I've seen a foot-long corn dog. That's something. That's no. I didn't expect it to be this big.
Yeah. Lavistro, I remember he remembers going to the library because they had internet and would download mods or guides on disc because we didn't have internet or AOL. Yeah, that's where you went. If you didn't have internet at home, you went to the library.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I always got stuck sitting by the guy that was always cruising internet porn at the library. I'm telling you,
just sit there. I didn't say nothing. He was the one talking. But no, it's funny because libraries, it now seems like, is where mostly the homeless hang out at.
That's because they ain't got nowhere else to go.
That's true, and they get free computer use, which is part of that ordeal. But
which is scary. You let those people near a computer, and you get some really weird internet searches from them all of a sudden.
How do you cook crack over a match?
Can I snort it instead of shoot it up?
Welcome to old Bob
Where
Tom.
do I get my weed, man?
Just like welcome to old Bob Tom's
Yeah,
discovery.
welcome to the weed factory. Yeah.
Well, that makes big money though. You
Yeah.
gotta give them credit. They do make big money off that, but I mean,
oh yeah,
it still get taxed to heck.
Yes, they do, because nobody wants to cross the IRS. FBI, ha, not afraid of them. IRS, fucking everybody's building bunkers and hiding out.
There you go, making their weed underground.
That's right.
The visitor says, how many crazies on the net are actually homeless people, I wonder? Well, now that they can get free cell phones, because
I don't know how many of them were Kamala Harris voters. Oh, shit, did I say that out loud?
You'd have to get them to get to the polls first. But no, it's funny because I've seen this before in my own neighborhood where there's sometimes like this van or truck or whatever, and they'll start handing out free cell phones. And it's insane that kind of stuff happens because it's basically just a GPS tracker of people right there.
Right. I remember my wife and I, we went through a really rough patch financially. It got to a point where we had to file unemployment.
Yeah.
Okay. And we had friends at that time, very liberal, very pro-government, tell us that we shouldn't be filing bankruptcy. Oh, we need to get 2 jobs and work and pay off all our debt. And it was like, wow. Yet this was the same person that turned around and told me when I said I didn't have a mobile phone, like, oh, get on this Obama program for your Obama phone.
Yep.
Yeah. It is that ridiculous.
Pokemon. That was Hillary Clinton, though. You have to remember that was Hillary Clinton. But Pokemon Go to the polls. Yeah, that was. And Pokemon Go was, oh my gosh, the stories you would hear from people just crossing over and trespassing property and getting hurt. Oh my gosh.
I found a meme online where it was this really nasty looking dog chasing this kid with a cell phone. And he's like, "You're not Pikachu." No, I'm his cousin. I'm gonna bite you. That was one of my favorite memes. That was one of my favorite memes at the time. Of course, the one really scary story, and I don't remember if this happened near me or not, or where this happened, but somebody was playing Pokemon Go and they came across a dead body.
Oh no!
Yeah, was that messed up? I mean, it was really that messed up. So
that sounds like Stand By Me Part 2 with Pokemon Go.
Well, there might have been cameras nearby. It might have been filmed. Who knows? Just so long as they don't bring Will Wheaton back, I'll be happy. Same thing with Star Trek. Don't bring back Will Wheaton. Please don't bring that son of a bitch back.
He was the one pretending to be the dead body. But anyway,
we hope. But to be honest, he's probably been dead since Star Trek: The Next Generation ended, and just doesn't know it yet.
Well,
kind of like Joe Biden. We know Joe Biden's dead. He just doesn't want to realize it just yet.
Well, I mean, Will Wheaton just seems like the thing that holds on to what got him there, but he's only been in sporadic. I think he has his own podcast show. I'm not sure, but he's only been in sporadic of stuff. Like I think he was on Big Bang, the show.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure of anything else. I'm pretty sure he's shown on like some other stuff, but that's the only one I know where I saw him. But it's sort of like he's just grasping at the straw that made him what he was, and it's not really much after that. LeVister says, it was fun for my dad. He literally put a rocking chair out on the front porch with a shotgun just to tell people to get off his yard. Highlight of his day, he would tell me, no, it wasn't loaded. Oh, well,
I don't know. I tell people it was loaded. Get the fuck off the lawn. I could just see it now. We're going to make a movie about that, about Levistro's grandpa being played by what's his face? Clint Eastwood. Get off my lawn.
Technically,
get off my lawn.
Technically, that was a movie that was called Gran Turismo.
Yeah, Gran Torino. Yeah, I saw that one.
Gran Torino. Yeah, that.
No matter what, most of the movies by Clint Eastwood are pretty good. Except for maybe Bridges of Madison County. We don't talk about Bridges of Madison County.
Yeah, because that was one I remember seeing was Gran Torino, but that was just like the old guy doesn't give a crap, and I think it was I think the part of the movie was that he had the kid hit his car or something, so he was like cleaning up and trying to repay back stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
And
he was part of a gang that was trying to steal his vehicle. So instead, his parents found out, made him go back to the old man, do penance work type stuff, and they actually become good close friends, which is kind of unusual, but it does happen.
It's true. It's true. Give a little capital punishment a try, because some people just need it.
Yep. All we're saying is give capital punishment a chance.
Just a little. They should just go. Just have these people out there with a pickaxe breaking rocks down to their minuscule size. Like, is this? Is this the work? Is like, yeah, just keep going. You're almost there.
Breaking rocks in the hot sun. There you go.
Oh my goodness! Or you could do it like what was that one movie, Zoolander, where he's in the coal mine or something like that, and he's trying to find that he's trying to find his
Yeah, the only thing about coal mine is black lung disease can be a bitch.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean, breathing in a steel lung the rest of your life, not the greatest in the world.
Just don't be near any open flame. Is the
Oh yeah. methane gas could be a bitch too. Watch out! You hit a methane pocket. Boom. Yeah. Pretty fast. Boom. So
yeah, you have to be careful of standing behind people then.
Of course, I'm the guy here with the flaming head here, talking about things that just go boom.
Mm-hmm. So does that mean you've rigged your avatar as well?
Actually, I had help rigging my avatar. Thanks mostly to Hans Diamondball. He's the one that helped get the avatar to move and the jaw to move whenever I talk. So yeah, but we had that ready from day one. That was one of those things I got ready from day one, and we've had it. It's gone a little over the year. It's gone over a little bit of modification, because originally we just had the jaw move. Joe Cool showed Hans, and then Hans showed me how to like have the character just kind of jiggle here. So when I talk, I also move too. So it looks a little bit more animated. Looks a little bit more how do I say that? Organic look. Yeah.
Yeah, well, because I've had Joe Cool on too, but I know I've had a lot of different VTubers on, and they use something called VTube Studio, which is free to use. But they do a bit more. I know some do PNG, but many do the 3D version of it, which I've heard some of that stuff, like for professionally, some of that stuff goes for like 10 up to 10K is what I heard for like one of them. Like, that's a lot.
I get that, but I'm kind of more a fan of the old 2D kind of hand drawn animation type. That's what I kind of went to school for.
Oh, really?
When I went to college. Yes, everybody. I do have a bachelor's degree to my name, although I have no professional credit whatsoever. Yeah, sad face. So, but yeah. So I mean, like I said, I've pretty much all of these elements I've hand drawn myself. You can't see it on the screen, but off to the side here, I have a little live symbol that I made. I've had my Delta 4 pirate submarine crest. I made that, and Full Metal Jacket Studios. I also made that. The only thing the only thing is the text is the only thing done in like yeah. So you can see it now. The text is the only thing that is done digitally. I use a program called Krita to put text on these things. Otherwise, all the elements are usually hand drawn. I'm hand drawn. Nadi over here is hand drawn. In fact, I'm not really sure where she's from. She just showed up one day and she doesn't ever really speak either. It's kind of creepy.
Sometimes silence is golden, and
it can be. I tell you right now, it can be. Sometimes you feel like silence. Sometimes you don't.
That is true. LaVistra says, you have a BS degree? In what?
It's not a BS degree. It's a BA degree. Bona fide asshole. That's right. That's me. I'm a bona fide asshole. That's why. BA. BS is a bachelor's of science. That's why those people always BS their shit through.
Mm-hmm. And
they usually come out at the college system as some form of activist, and not the good kind.
And there you go with that. And she says, Rumblequacker says the chicken was very cool. Did you draw a chicken?
Yes, I did. In fact, let's go and show some of the stuff off, shall we? Here we go to the Magic of the Wayback Machine. All righty, and let's see. Yes, as we said before, Samurai Chicken. We'll sit here. Come on. And there we go. And I'll blow this up so it's bigger so people can see it.
Wow.
As soon as there we are. Yep. Samurai Chicken.
Nice.
There we are. Samurai Chicken. Yeah. That's one of my greatest pieces I've done so far on stream. This one as soon as I did this one got real popular real fast. I did start. Let's see if I can. Let's see. If I can start, I can show people what I started with. Okay, yeah, I started with this one here. This was from the first episode of our draw streams. We did kind of a collaborative stream with Hans Diamondball and Casual Gaming. Yeah. We were going to get into like doing it as we were going to call it Drawn and Quartered, and it was going to be kind of like a weekly thing. But then I kind of started doing my own on the side, and they got kind of caught up doing video games. But this was the first one I did after breaking away from video game streams. Nice. I'll probably go back to video games, but I get way more engagement when I do my draw streams. And I can read the chat, and people can, chat with me. Once in a while, I'll have people on with me doing collabs, or just in the audio chat, just to kind of keep things interesting on stream. But this was the first one I started with. Our subject was Rumble. I just said, because we're on Rumble, this will be the first we do. And of course, we are the Rumble Takeover. Hashtag Rumble Takeover. I eventually added We Are the Rumble Revolution to this one too, and I kind of interchange it with my other one once in a while when I try to promote both myself and Rumble. This one here, this was medieval was our theme, and I went with this kind of chain mail and plate mail kind of mix, kind of like a Valkyrie type deal, and the crossbow, because it was like, I had her hands in that direction. Like, well, what can I put there? Didn't want to do a sword because I do so many swords, and so it was like, well, let's do something different. And so I said, okay, crossbow, perfect. I like ranged weapons better anyway. Don't run, you'll only die tired, people.
Don't shoot yourself in the face.
This was one of my first request pieces. I added the let's see. Yeah, okay, we'll go with this one. This was my first request piece. I believe this wasn't a request piece, but Hans kept trolling me in the chat to do Omega. So I came up with this persona for Omega from the Meisters of Madness. This is Super Fighting Robot Omega Zero.
Nice.
Yeah, Super Fighting Robot Omega Zero, and I made an actual poster for him, Super Fighting Robot Omega Zero. And the other sponsor I haven't quite made it up for him yet. And my other sponsor is Omega Zero. Do you got gas? Take it to zero. Omega Zero. It's a suppository, so it goes straight to the source. Get rid of your gas. Take it to zero. Get Omega Zero. Now at Walgreens. So
probably or CVS.
Yeah, CVS. Yep. Walgreens or CVS. Yep.
There you go.
This was my attempt at a Godzilla. I was on a stream with Elemental MJ, and we were doing a collab that day, and he was the only one that could make it, and he was working on a dragon. Well, shoot, I was like, well, shoot, I don't do dragons. I don't really ever do a lot of dragons. And I said, I know, I'll do Godzilla.
There you go.
That's pretty much a dragon, somewhat.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's kind of like a dragon. So we kind of had this dragon theme going. I did Godzilla. He did a dragon, and yeah, I got this one done. This one was one of those that was actually pretty fast. From beginning to end, I think it took me about 3 hours from beginning to end, from pencil sketch all the way up to color. I may have split this one up into two. No, I remember now. This one was one of those, and we had a 4-hour stream that day. So that leads me into the next one, which I started at the end of that stream and continued on the following week. Was supposed to be for May the 4th. However, I missed it I missed finishing it by a week. So I did some Star Wars stuff. I did Imperial Cruiser, Death Star, the TIE Fighter, traditional Imperial stuff. Not this Disney crap they come up with now. This is the traditional stuff, because I still remember the greatness that was George Lucas's Star Wars. I still remember the greatness. I'm sure other people do too. And it's kind of a shame Disney bought all those IPs and then just proceeded to flip and ruin them. So,
well, George did kind of sell it though, so you kind of
well, I heard the story, and you can correct me if I'm wrong if you know better than I do. But the story I was overhearing, and I was told that Disney put him between a rock and a hard place where he had to finally sell it to them. And it got into a legal issue where, and I don't know, it's one of those business law things I don't really know too much about, but he had to sell it to them no matter what. So he ended up having to sell it to him, so he lost it anyway.
Right.
I have a feeling that they're going to devalue Star Wars so badly that maybe if George is still around in 20 years, he's going to try and buy it back from him. Maybe.
Just maybe.
He is looking pretty rough, though. He is looking pretty rough.
Well, I mean, he doesn't really take care of himself very well, so there is that too. But it does look like your Death Star has an eye on it. That's pretty pretty.
Yep. Well, I like to do that one with the I like that one with the deflector on it that shoots the planet killing beam. Now this one here, I did for my only subscriber, Late Night Rambling. He became my subscriber, and I said, well, and he kind of set the standard. So anybody who is a first-time subscriber to my channel, whether it's gifted or if you're recurring, you get a free request courtesy of me. You get a free request, and I even do it on stream for you. Nice. So LNR, he wanted this monkey he wanted like an old monkey in a monk's outfit. So I thought about that, and I'm like, yeah, I could do that. So I gave him this monkey that's kind of in the robe of like a Tibetan monk, because it's got this orange color to it. They usually have this kind of weird kind of orange colored robe that they wear. And I just made jokes about this all night. Like, this is the Jedi monkey here. Use the Force, Chim Chim. Use the Force. Let me talk to you in the language of my people. So, yeah.
I cannot believe the monkey's over here. Why did the monkey go in the trunk? Ha
Remember, there is no try, but only do, Chim Chim. Now use the Force.
There you go.
So,
but the coloring did kind of remind me of a bit of a Dragon Ball right there, because that's orange color.
That's probably what my client wanted to go for, but he just said a monkey in a monk's robe, and I said, fabulous, I can do that, and he was so happy with that. So it makes me happy when people are happy with the work I do for them. It's been really an honor to do things for people, and when they're happy with it, I'm happy and I feel successful. I haven't yet come across somebody that said, well, that's not what I saw at all. could you do it again? You know, I haven't had that happen to me yet. Granted, I don't think it ever will, but it could. But I haven't had that happen yet. So this was my first request now from Hans Diamondball.
Nice.
For some reason, he always wants to take the opportunity to troll Omega. So this was a Helldivers. This was supposed to look like a Helldivers run where Omega has a nasty habit of aggroing the map.
Right.
And I mean, he aggros everything towards him on the map. And this is him out of ammunition, out of stratagems, running away like a little bitch because he's all out of everything, and they're gonna gang up. The entire map is gonna gang up and kill him. So that's kind of where we went with that. That's kind of where I went with this one. And he was happy with that when he got it. So yeah, that is Omega aggroing the map.
Nice.
Or else Omega running like a little bitch from everybody. And I threw as many references and as many enemies from Helldivers in as I could.
Yeah.
The coloring worked out fairly well. The only problem is trying to duplicate things that are overly modeled. Video game elements are so overly modeled, okay, because it has to look good on a 3D surface. Well, I'm dealing with 2D, and sometimes it doesn't translate as well. So 2D, when you do things in 2D, you kind of cut corners and kind of make things a little bit more general. So therefore, that's why the bugs look kind of more cartoony than they do look fierce, you know. Although the stalker in the background there, he kind of looks fierce yet. So, I mean, he kind of looked fierce. I did put a lot into that stalker, too, to make it look fiercer.
Nice.
You know, to make it look fierce. But the little bugs on the ground, nobody's afraid of the little bugs on the ground. Even when you play the game, you're not afraid of the little bugs on the ground. So, let's see. Moving on. Then we get the samurai chicken, my Jose's. And this was the first one where I'm kind of thinking outside the box. Well, I don't know. Maybe, actually, no, I take that back. It's more like the second one where I'm thinking outside the box. And this was the one I showed my wife, and she's like, you know, it's a good thing you got into this streaming thing because now you do things that you normally don't do.
Right.
Because if I'm gonna like I used to tell people in the past, if I'm gonna be my only viewer, I'm only gonna stick to stuff that I want to do and never really branch out. So that's why I kind of got to do things for other people at some point in time. That way, it's like you get kind of a feel of, well, you know, what do other people like? What do they want to see? You know. And yes, Jose is in the chat. It is. It's Samurai Chicken. Yeah, I had a fun night drawing that up. That was at least a 2 stream. That was definitely a 2 stream as well. Usually, if I can, I try to do it in a single stream, but I can't always guarantee it. Pencil takes a little while. Inking is what takes a little bit more time, but then when you get the coloring rolled out and you get the different shading in the coloring, then things really start popping. As soon as I hit that color, it's like boom, there we go. So yeah, that one was really good. This one was a commission piece I did for Casual Gaming. He actually he was a subscriber, and he actually threw money at me and said, here, can you do something that is the Tree of Liberty? And I said, I thought about that for a minute. Yeah, I could do something for that. And so I did the Tree of Liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants, you know, post from Thomas Jefferson. And here we've got 2 of America's finest here underneath the Liberty Tree, fending off Antifa thugs. As you can see on the ground, I put an Antifa flag on the ground. It's all dirty and boot covered and all that. If it don't show up on your screen, you might want to blow it up a little bit so you can see that, because I got a lot of detail.
Uh-oh. I think he just froze out. Or was it me? Don't tell me I froze out. I think... Hold on. I'll wait till he comes back. I think he may have froze out a bit. I think he may have froze out. Are you still there? Captain Torr. Something happened. Well, anyway, might as well take this time, because I'm not sure what's going on. His mouse isn't moving, so I'm guessing he froze. Oh, I think he's back. I think he's back.
Damn it. Hello. Are you there, guys? Yeah. Somehow cut off my it cut off my virtual camera. What the hell? Let me see.
Yeah, for a second there you froze.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's something on my end. Yeah.
Well, while you're doing that, we've got
it's not letting me re-enable my camera for some reason.
Try refreshing the page and see if it will let you do that. Okay, there you go. But while he's trying to get that figured out, we're gonna take it's the top of the hour, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some time. See, there you go.
Yeah, now I'm back. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, OBS. Yeah, there we go. Oh no, I'm doxing myself. Okay. Yep. All right.
But it's the top of the hour, so what's going to happen is I said it. So what happens is I set aside some time for me and my guests to promote ourselves. Usually, if it's somebody's not a content creator, they just say a few words or whatever. So there's that. But I did copy your links over. So if you want to promote your stuff, good sir, the floor is yours.
Fabulous. Yeah, you can find me. You can find my portfolio at DeviantArt. I will get you a link here in the chat, the Rumble chat anyway. Let's see. Yeah, we will copy. I'll copy this, and I'll put it in the Rumble chat here for y'all. This is my DeviantArt page. You can also get a hold of me on X. I'm at Real Captain Torr on X. I'm the only Real Captain Torr. So, and there is no other, I have no other accounts. Somebody asked me in a DM once if I had other accounts because somebody somehow has been using my name and trying to be me, and they're trying to scam. And it's like, yeah, no, there's only one account. And if you got approached by this account, that's somebody that's definitely not me. So like I said, if you want to see more of my stuff, it's at DeviantArt. I have an entire gallery, an extensive gallery that goes back, probably about a good 15 years.
Wow.
Now. Yeah. Well, I've been doing artwork off and on since I graduated college, but I really never got serious about posting it online until, I'd have to say 2013, maybe. And some of the stuff I put a bunch of stuff up on day one. So like I said, it's about 15, maybe close to 20 years worth of content on there. All stills, all 2D stuff. So that's kind of where my stuff's at. I do plenty of stuff. I do stuff I do normal stuff. I do a few risque things, although I try to cut back on that now. Days. I did do some risque stuff in my younger youth. I also get political. There are political hit pieces in there. I learned a long time ago to I weaponized my art at one time. So I did politically weaponize it, and I figure I do the violence on the paper so I don't have to do the violence in real life. That's my way of looking at it. That's why this current piece we're looking at here, the Tree of Liberty one, like I said, a couple of America's finest trying to fight off these Antifa fucks. So yeah, that's
understandable. There are many cartoonists who are a bit political in their own right.
And it was weird because I had people that followed me, and then I had somebody in particular decide, I can't follow you anymore. You've weaponized your artwork. And I turn around and like, bitch, look at what you did. Oh, look, Bush is Hitler. Really? That's not a political piece, huh? So yeah, some people, they live in la la land. They think they're all morally right and don't really realize, hey, there's some of us on the other side. So
that's understandable. Yeah.
This
but
is it without, and this one here. This one here again, selfish one. This has been my most recent finish piece. This one I did for Syndicate. This is this is the one I call Betty Boop Drug Lord.
Right.
She wanted Betty Boop smoking a blunt, so this whole entire character kind of took shape around Betty Boop smoking, and then I was just like, then she wanted a camouflage skirt, so I'm like, okay, not a problem, we'll make it a tube top. And I just like, as I kept playing with this idea, I'm like, oh my god, it's Betty Boop and Scarface, together. Say boop boop dee doop to my little friend.
Yep.
So yeah, that one was extremely popular too. Once I posted it, that one got a lot of likes on DeviantArt. That one got a lot of likes.
Nice.
Again, shameless plug. If you want me to do something for you for free, go to my Rumble, give me a follow, and when I'm actually on a live stream, hit that subscribe button. You will get a free request from me. Or if you're lucky enough to hang around, somebody might actually gift you a subscription for the month. Take it, and you will get a free piece of work from me. But it's only for first-time subscribers right now. May open that up later if I don't get. I may open that up later to resubscribers if I don't get enough content to do online or on stream, let's say. But yeah, that's how you can get a request. If you don't want to subscribe to me and you want me to do something for you, drop a Rumble rant in there of $5 or more. That'll get you a commission. And I'll even get the good paper out for that.
Oh,
yeah. And the difference between the request and the commission is really just the paper and the time I take. For example, this one here took a couple of streams, but if I go back, this one was like, I think 4 streams.
Wow.
To do. Yeah. This one was 4 streams because there was a lot of detail to put in and a lot of stuff for me to make decisions on, like, well, do I put the burning car in the background? And I did cheat. I put smoke grenades down to help me fill in the background. So I did cheat a little bit. But yeah, I'm just saying, for a commission piece, you will get a lot more for a commission piece. Whereas a request, you're going to get it on. It's going to be good. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be good quality, but it's going to be on a sketchbook paper.
Right.
So, also, I try to go out of my way to get people a digital copy because I retain all the originals. All the originals are mine because biggest reason is sometimes marker, which I do a lot of my coloring with, sometimes they will blop or they will make a mistake or they will make a mess. And I go through digitally and clean that up. So you get a clean copy. Your digital copy is usually clean, whereas the original might still have a blemish here or there.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't sell originals. My originals stay with me because I know where the blemishes are on the originals, so I keep those. But everybody so far has been happy with their digital copies, and I keep it that way. It's been fairly easy for me too. Most of the people who get a hold of me are usually on Discord, and I can just send it to them from Discord. I haven't had anybody that's not on Discord ask me for anything yet.
Interesting.
So I mean, again, though, most of these people are people I know from other places as well. Like I said, Hans, Omega, Jose is one of our gaming friends. Casual Gaming is one of our gaming friends. Syndicate, I've bumped into her. We've been on Cool Frog stream a few times. So yeah, I try to get around and help out other people's streams when I can. This was another popular one. This one I did for my friend Elemental MJ. He wanted a guy that represented all the elements. Now everybody was thinking, oh yeah, let's do Captain Planet. And I'm like, no Captain Planet. So I tried to make somebody cooler than Captain Planet. The only thing is this got really green, and the joke goes now that with your powers combined, I'm high. Because it looks like Weed Man. It doesn't look like it doesn't look like. So I have to say, if there's weakness in this piece. It's probably the representation of water.
Right.
Representation of water didn't work out as well as I'd hoped, but we definitely did the earth, and we definitely did fire pretty well, and the tornado for wind was really did a good job. But yeah, I think water was still a weakness out of this one, but so far, like I said, my clients have been happy. I haven't worried about it yet. So yeah, this was another solo one I did. Before I learned to draw figures, I was always big into airplanes. I've always been big into airplanes. Airplanes are like my thing. Okay,
Right.
they're really my thing. So therefore, I do airplanes a lot. And this just happened to be I had my own draw stream. I was going solo. I really didn't have any idea that day, so I just started doing airplanes on the paperwork for the stream. Normally. This was another commission. This was actually my first commission piece I did for somebody. Kismet 13, if he's out there. Kismet, he does a video game stream on Rumble. I don't know if you know him, but yeah, he wanted the destruction of the Department of Education. So I got my typical patriotic character here, Lady Liberty, and she's taking the Doge chainsaw out of the Department of Education. So
yeah, it looks pretty good.
That took some time to do too. That was at least a couple of streams as well, because I didn't realize the Department of Education's seal was like this acorn tree, and it was really detailed and intricate. And I'm like, oh, how am I going to duplicate that? Well, I did figure out how to duplicate it, or at least close enough. And I put, again, the lettering is all done digitally. So this is another solo stream I did. This was my second solo stream by myself. I just I did one of my characters. Everything okay over there? I didn't realize it. I didn't realize it was going to make people puke.
No. My mic was mute. Oh, did my?
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all we're all human, and things like that happen. It's all good.
No. My mic. I don't know why it did that. It changed my mic to my camera. Because I have a speakerphone and then that, but I changed it over to my microphone, my actual microphone, and all of a sudden it changed it back. So I don't know why it did that. That's weird. Because I did have it set.
My microphone, I usually use a gamer headset, and since whenever I stream, nobody's going to see my face anyway, so I use my gamer headset. But yeah, I've got my camera, which is a Razer. Let's see, I've got the box here yet. It was a Kiro Pro by Razer, and very nice. I'm really happy with the quality of the camera, and it was really easy plug and play. But yeah, from time to time, it wants to default to the microphone that actually comes on that, and I have to sometimes go through and be like, shit, it's defaulting to that. Especially Rumble Studio, some reason always wants to try to default to that camera and its microphone and totally cut everything else out.
Yeah, that's the weird part, because I did set it, but well, I guess human is as human does. But to get further on, again, his link is right. His links are right there, and of course
in the chat. In fact, I can put them in the other chat so the people on YouTube can also see them. I will put them here, and there we go. Oh no, not that. There we are. Yeah, so.
Yeah, because
there we go. A couple. Oh, okay. Well, a couple of them. So yeah.
There we go.
There we go. Do a couple. I did a couple in there, so we can. So yeah. So if you guys, like I said, if people like what they see and they want me to do something for them, go ahead, follow me, hit that subscribe button. You get a free request for being a first-time subscriber.
Nice.
And even if you hang around in the channel, you might get lucky. Somebody might gift you one. So, and as soon as somebody becomes a new subscriber, whether it's a gift, I'll get the notification in the live chat. I'll know who you are.
Yeah.
And I'll definitely take notes right away. I'll ask what you want. This character here, this is my second best character. This was Scarlet.
Right.
She's an assassin. So kind of a Carmen Sandiego meets John Wick, as I've been told by Hans. So
Nice.
yeah. I've got an entire gallery of stuff, a sub gallery of just her at my portfolio. Lady Liberty was the first real character. It was the first character I devoted an entire gallery to, and then I've got a few other galleries that I have of original characters that I make. Yes, inspired by other comic book or computer game or other IPs, but they are in essence my own. They are in essence my own original ideas.
I was thinking a bit
more.
Oh
yeah, my corporate sponsor.
I was thinking a bit more Carmen Sandiego with that one, but
yeah. The red coat and the red hat were definitely Carmen Sandiego inspired. Oh yeah, I'm seeing it on the delay now. My corporate sponsor.
Well, before we go any further, though, we'll finish out the promotional stuff first because we're kind of getting past that point.
Oh God, yeah.
But for my end of things, since again his links are going to be both on Rumble and YouTube, so if you want to find his stuff there, just give him a look and see if he's worth a follow. Right? I don't tell people to follow somebody because you already have enough of that, but you really want your work to sell you, basically.
I am. If there's one thing that I learned from college, from my time in college, and the reason why I don't have a lot of professional credits to my name as an artist is because I'm very bad at selling myself. I kind of throw my stuff out there and be like, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. And I mean, I'm always looking for more people to join me on the Delta IV pirate submarine. And while we're still in the promotional phase, I do have something special coming up for Halloween.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to do a video game stream on Halloween, but I'm going to pick a Halloween themed game. I just recently picked up an old school type of survival RPG called Look Outside from Devolver. I got it on Steam. It's an old school. It's a very old school, like Super NES type of survival RPG, survival horror RPG. And it's got some really, really interesting artwork and monsters in it, and it's got a really interesting setting. So I think I'll be probably streaming that instead of doing an actual artwork on Halloween, because I'll be honest, I do like my holidays.
Right.
But unfortunately, I like my holidays for me time.
Yeah, that's true.
And I figure I do so much during the year that you could consider Halloween related or adjacent that it's like, oh, maybe this time I'll do a video game stream. It's been a while since I've done a video game stream because my artwork, my draw streams have taken off so much.
That's good.
And like I said, I usually get way more engagement out of my video game streams, or not my video game, out of my draw streams than my video gaming streams. So yeah. And like I said, I put, this was my first one. I put We Are the Rumble Revolution again to this one. Again, I interchange this with the other one that you see on X quite a bit.
Right.
Yeah, so I did that. That's the other one that's the one that we had at the beginning of the show. Is that it? Am I at the end of this? Oh yeah, that's the end of that. That's the end of that folder.
Oh, nice.
I do have more I could show off, but I don't know how long you want to run, because I do have plenty of other things that I can show off. But again, that depends on how long you want to run on this.
Well, so, we're gonna finish up the promotional thing first, because we've already gotten to your stuff. Your links are there. If you want to follow him, his stuff is right there to look at, and it's up to you. But it seems like he's got a lot of great stuff to work on. I was like, Cap is trying to get you banned on Rumble, showing this month. He's not going to get me banned.
We are the Rumble Revolution, Hans. Smut is free speech.
No. Well, if you read their TOS, the nudity stuff is not. So there you go.
No, I try not to. No, I'm not going to show the nudity stuff. That stuff you can all see at my you could all see at my my portfolio at DeviantArt if you follow the link if you follow the link I posted, that's my DeviantArt profile. You can go
Mhm.
look at my stuff there. If you like smut, I try to do as little of it as possible.
Right.
But sometimes I've had some interesting clients.
The things you learn about people is a
Mhm.
quantifiable thing in itself.
Mhm.
But anyway, for my end of things, whether you're on the Rumble side or the YouTube side, doesn't matter which side you're on because I do stream to both. If you wouldn't mind leaving a like, sharing the content, leaving a comment or follow, anything that helps with the engagement.
Repost this video. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Follow.
Anything that helps with the engagement factor is much appreciated because not only does it help being seen more, but it also helps in having other people on like Captain Torr or Hans or Very Mysterious. We've had Very Mysterious on. She was twice now, I believe. But anyway, any help with the engagement factor on either end is much appreciated. Of course, thank you all for being here. Of course, I gotta put it in the chat. Give me 1 second. Oops, no, that's your link. Oh man, I gotta copy paste again. 1 second. Yeah, I've gotta get to my. Where is it? There we are. Oh my goodness, it's always the fun stuff when you have to
Very
copy paste.
Mysterious gives us 3 stars. Fabulous. I'll take those.
3
now,
silver
is that
stars.
out of is that 3 stars out of 5 or 10?
Well, there you go. Listen,
I've been lurking and listening. Well, good. We need people who are lurking too. Yes, if you're lurking, I appreciate anybody who watches me. Whether you're lurking or whether you're engaging, I appreciate all of you. To me, it's still engagement, and I'm getting eyeballs on my stuff. I appreciate that.
Yeah, always appreciative of that. And of course, here's my link down below as well. You can find my Twitter X there. You can find my I have an email in there. I also have a link to Discord, but I don't use I just for DMing. I don't have a server. I already spend enough of my mental bandwidth on doing this, and I'm okay with that. But beyond that scope, my link is there to find my Rumble and YouTube link are in there too, so it's all in one go. I did start posting my old shorts or whatever to TikTok, but that might be promoted at a different time. But for my other part, goodness sake, for my other part of it, those of course I am part of Rumble's creator program, but I'm only meeting the small requirements to stay in, not earn any money. But I don't really care anymore anyway.
Yeah.
But I am part of Proton's partner program. If none of you've heard of Proton has Proton Mail, Proton VPN, Proton Drive, and Proton Pass, and all these items are kind of all included in their Proton Unlimited plan, which I did do separate promotions of their different products, but I have the Proton Unlimited, and I was like, well, it's all one. I'd rather just promote the all-in-one, and people can decide from there. But if you are interested, look. 1 second. If you're interested, look, there is a link below. Now, again, the few things that are in there, like Proton Pass is their password manager, does a pretty good job. You can use this thing called the alias email, which means you don't have to use your actual email. You can use this alias thing to where if you sign up for a company or whatever, you get those. It does direct your email to your actual email, but if the company decides to get a little spammy with you, you can just turn it off and you won't get anything from them anymore.
Spammy. Yeah,
Spammy.
I know what that's like.
Oh yeah,
I
it
know what
definitely is
that's
not fun.
like.
But then there's also a Proton Drive where your files are yours. They don't look through it like Google or whatever. You know what's out there. Proton
Alphabet. Bad Alphabet.
Google, yeah, Google Alphabet, mostly just Google at this point. But and then there's Proton VPN and Proton Mail are ones you can use for free to kind of like figure out if you want to use those. But again, Proton Unlimited is just a whole suite of the things underneath one area, and I don't do it for the money. I just do it for promoting a benefit that I use every day. And I know that when you hear stories of like the companies getting hacked and those passwords getting leaked out or all this other stuff, you want to protect yourself the best you can. And while nothing is 100%, Proton does a pretty good job. So if you want to check it out, the link is there. You don't want to go for it, that's fine. It's just there for you to take advantage if you are interested. If not, at least the option is available. So thank you for that. But yeah, I don't care about the creator program anymore. It serves no purpose to me. But yeah, there's that. But yeah, I've been only doing that since.
I would have probably gotten into the creator program, but I couldn't get my follower count up high enough for it. So I said, okay, I won't do it then. So
well, and the problem with Rumble for that regard is they don't really have a great way of being discovered on the platform. And like, I recently just started adding. So when I did my pay it forward stream and the people I stopped to, like a few, I think it was a few Fridays ago, is when I started actually putting the channel names and then the link to the channel names up on a post when I do my outro post at the end of the show on Twitter X. And so those people at least get seen to some degree. I don't know how well, but at least it's better than not getting seen at all, which majority of people don't.
And most of us, and a good portion of us don't get seen. I mean, I mean, even on a good stream, I mean, we're at 18 views right now. I see that little red circle, and it's got 18 next to it. I'm lucky if I get that on a good stream.
Yeah.
My average is maybe 5 to 7, and that's if I'm by myself too. So, I mean, this is definitely helping. I'll see on my next solo stream how it goes, but yeah, I believe it's helping. And I just want to again promote this segment brought to you by Hans Diamond Ball Chew Toys. If your dog loves chew toys, he'll love Hans Diamond Balls.
Yeah, you showed that to
me. This is actually a joke that I came up with back at the beginning when I started getting into streaming. I would stop in the middle of gameplay and just kind of, I used to like verbally just call this out. So I finally made a picture to go along with that. And it's like, and I was like, yeah, it's my corporate sponsor, Hans Diamond Ball Chew Toys.
Nice. Yeah.
I once showed this to my friend Elemental MJ, and he was like, this has got to be a thing. This has got to be a thing. Yes, this must happen. It has to be a thing. So
yeah, and it's working. It looks like it's working. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's a product that doesn't exist, but I use it as my corporate sponsor because I like saying having a corporate sponsor.
Well, that might work in your favor, and that might not work in your favor. So you have to be careful how you put that one.
Right.
Otherwise, it'd be like, oh, he's gone corporate now.
Yeah, there's right. Yeah, I could. Yeah, you're right. I'll get somebody to be like, sell out.
Do the diamond ball come in cat sizes? What Rumble Quacker is asking.
Does it come in cat sizes? I don't know. Well, we're working on a new we're working on a new model. We'll see if it comes in cat toy size.
There you go. Well, just don't put any catnip in it, and it really may take off. So you want to be careful with that one.
Yeah. Well, I have 4 cats, so I know how much they can take off on catnip alone.
Oh,
especially when it's the fresh stuff that's been cut. Yeah, they get really into that. I mean, I'm talking, these are like crack addicts in the middle of the night type shit.
All I need is a good dozen of Krispy Kreme, and I'm already there.
A good dozen Krispy Kreme, yeah, I get you.
Those glazed donuts, man. No,
it's always the glazed donuts, isn't it? It's always the glazed donuts.
I've tried their other donuts; they're fine too, but it's the original glaze that just does it. But we're gonna start. I'm gonna need to start closing off pretty soon because.
Alrighty, excellent. We'll go back to something more appropriate then.
So we can do a few more, and then we're gonna start winding down because I need to.
Anything else you can really see at my website. What I showed you is pretty much the stuff that I've done on stream, and that's a good. Oh God, that's a good most of. This is a good most of the last year. We just had about several weeks back. I just had my anniversary stream, and it was pretty much just an informal kind of stream. I worked on something on camera, and then we kind of just shot the shit for a couple hours.
Right.
I had my top 10 favorite sci-fi movies, which might become a staple. My top 10 list might become a staple in the future because I've got a lot of top 10s. Hans is saying Dara is tired of looking at my balls.
I'm gonna go blind after a while, sure. But no, yeah, you can if you want to show off a few more, we can do that.
Yeah, well, let's see if I got something. Let's see if I can come up with something that would be interesting for everybody to see. Let's see. Oh, well, I do have some of my Lady Liberty pieces, which I do from time to time. They are political, and they do get political. This was 2020's Lady Liberty, keeping America great, making liberals cry again.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I really take it to the Democrat donkey when I get a chance to. So that one was a good one. Let's see. I've got a better one to show off too. If I can find it here, because I got so many. Like I said, 15, 20 years worth of work, and
how many pieces would you say that is altogether then?
How many what?
I said, how many pieces do you think that is altogether?
Oh, good Lord. I think it's almost probably, I would have to say, probably somewhere between 600 and 1,000. And that's not counting and that's not necessarily counting duplicates and stuff duplicates, rough drafts, rough sketches. I even include some of them too, because sometimes my creative process, some people they'll do a sketch on a piece of paper and then they'll take it and then copy it to better paper and play with it. Sometimes it's an all in one go. Sometimes I'll have an idea that I'm sketching out, then I keep playing with it, and then I'm adding ink to it, and then finally I'm adding color. But let's see. The one that got me, oh, here we go. This one got censored from DeviantArt.
Oh, wow.
This one got censored from DeviantArt. It's one of them. I'll see if I can find the second one before we go here, because I know you want to start closing it off. But yeah, this one got censored from DeviantArt, and their reasoning was, well, we think you're not in a very good mental place. We really think you should see some help. And why was this tagged? It depicts self-harm. And I'm thinking, self-harm? Wait, what the fuck? Seriously? Self-harm? And it's like, no, that was just their legitimate excuse. That was their legitimate excuse to get rid of this. I'm hanging traitors here. I've got 2 Democrat donkeys, and then I've got what's called the Rhino in the background, or otherwise known as the Republican in name only.
Right.
So it's like America's #1 hangout for sellouts. And I invented this hashtag, not my fellow Americans, after the other side was posting not my president in 2016.
Yeah, I remember
I got so sick of hearing not my president. So I was like, fine, not my fellow American. Eat shit,
Yeah.
So yeah, that one, let's see. And before we go, I will see if I can find the other one that was banned, that got pulled. I do save these things so I can post them in other locations.
Nice.
Let's see. Yep, here it is. This one was the other one that got banned. Because I got sick of Pride Month and hearing about Pride Month. And so I put this one out there, and that one got banned, and it got banned for hate content. Oh, so hateful.
Yep. No, it will definitely definitely goes with the saying, the pen is mightier than the sword.
Yep.
Unfortunately, which one strikes quicker is going to be the real question to ask.
Absolutely. But no, it's like I want people to know, that I'm not like them. So I go on my own way. If they're going to take pot shots at my side, I'm going to take pot shots back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not going to celebrate your special month.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, my birthday is in that month.
Right.
You know, and that makes me upset. I don't want to be associated with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't want to be associated with that at all.
Mm-hmm.
You want to, if they want to be happy, queer, whatever, you know, with them, fine, do it. But I don't want to see it. I don't care about it. I don't want to see it. You know, and I just got sick of it being shoved down my throat. And if you don't bend over backwards and praise these people, you get attacked as a hater. And it's like, well, wait a minute. I don't really hate you. I just don't care to see it. But it's like, oh, you're a hater. So yeah, this was my response. And it was up about a week before somebody complained they took it down, and they took it down for hate content. So
was this in DeviantArt or X?
This was on DeviantArt.
Okay.
I have yet to have any of my stuff censored. I've had yet to have any of my work censored on X.
Okay.
But I have gotten notices from X to my email for things that I've typed out.
Wow.
You know, because it's funny. It's kind of weird. I could post something like this on X, and they don't send me any nasty letters or nasty emails. However, if I were to type this out, then somehow their algorithm picks that up and says, well, we're limiting your reach.
Right. Yeah.
Well, okay, hell's bells, everybody. That's censorship too, and I don't take kindly to that. And every time I get a little nasty note, I will screenshot it, put it in a post, on X, and say, really, X? Really? Fuck you. And, you know, Elon Musk sits there and tells us how much of a free speech proponent he is. Well, then how come his people are going out of their way to, terms of service, you know, or hateful content or whatever garbage name they want to come up with.
Right.
So,
well, if you're going to bring up terms of service, I mean, every platform has that. And I would totally be surprised at what almost every platform says.
And I mean, even to an extent, we have to realize that even Rumble has terms of service.
Yep.
You know, even Rumble has terms of service. And I mean, and I completely understand, you know, no nudity. That's great. I don't have to show any of my I don't have to show my really risque stuff. I can still there's a border, and I could dance on the border as long as I don't cross it. So I'm good with that. That I'm fine with. Would it be nice to show off some of the more risque stuff to another audience, to more audience? Sure. But then I also have to realize the kind of audience that might cater to.
Yeah.
You know, and what kind of, and do you want those people coming over to Rumble and all of a sudden Rumble getting a bad rap for, you know, having sickos on it in some way, shape, or form? So,
well, you already have what was it? You already have some bikini streams on Rumble anyway.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I saw that too. I saw that too. They have bikini streams, but they're not nude. So, you know, that, you know, they're not nude. So we can,
are you give that one all day long? Yeah, especially definitely if Lavistro is still here, he'll definitely give you an earful of Rumble's TOS, because he's had some issue with that. But anyway, we're gonna start heading off because it's getting that time, and but I do again, his links and my links are down below. Is Captain Torr want to share a spot? It sounds like it.
Yeah.
It does sound like it, but you know,
no, nothing that's going to be too awful, Jose. Anything that you could probably stand.
So he's the limit. He's the real limit.
Yeah, that's a
But yeah, so both our links are down below. Mine is my Linktree stuff is there, and his links for his Rumble and X are there, and of course I'll try to add the I think your DeviantArt is on your X, so I'll try and add that once the show's over.
I put the link to my DeviantArt account in the chat. It's right below the one you posted. That's my DeviantArt. That's I've only got one account. I've only got one Rumble account. I've only got one X account. I've only got one DeviantArt. If you see somebody out there if you see something out there with a name that's similar to mine, it's not me. It's either somebody trying to pretend to be me, or it's a scam artist. And I've had plenty of people try to scam me in the DMs on both X and DeviantArt. There have been people who tried to scam me. Be aware. Yes, be aware. Especially on DeviantArt, there's a lot of people that try to scam you, and their approach is almost always the same.
Yeah.
Their approach is almost, oh, I really like what you do. If you would allow me to, I would make a magnificent mural out of your piece. And it's like, yeah, fuck off. No. Yeah, fuck off. No. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of that. In fact, it's an epidemic on DeviantArt that a lot of us have band together to, like, if they start DMing us garbage, we go to their actual account, that whatever it is, it's probably a bot account, but still, and we just put on there spam, piece of shit, fuck off, whatever, just. I have actually, before we go here, I have one that I pull out for said occasion. I'm wondering, you know what? It might be in the fan art, because technically it's fan art. I used fan art for it. Yep, here it is. This one here, Death to Scam Bots. That's the one that I usually post both in the DM to them, and then I go to their account and put this on there. Like, yeah, like, fuck off. Right. I've had to tell scam artists to go fuck themselves quite a bit. And it's like they don't take a hint. Okay. Yeah. They'll close that account, and then they'll come back with a new account, but it's the same fucking approach. And they'll ask you in the DMs the same fucking thing. Only it'll be a completely different account. So they think, oh, well, it's another person. It's a different person. Maybe they're serious this time. Now, fuck off.
Right.
Fuck off.
Even X has their issue with scam bots as well. Which
I've been approached by several people claiming to be serious persons, and it's like, one guy, I had him going for so long, and then he's like, well, let's talk on WhatsApp. And I'm like, oh, you were doing so well until you mentioned going to another app. You are aware that's phishing, right?
Yeah.
And then, of course, I get the proverbial back. Oh,
yep.
Yeah. And that's like, yeah, get lost. Don't want to know you.
There you go.
You're pretending to be somebody else, and you're telling me this and that and the other thing. And they try to use little slivers of what you give them to use against you, and it's really insidious. Less discerning people, I could see how they would fall for this.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I inherited this from my dad. I'm super critical of people like that. I've been always super critical, and sometimes I can see through people, like, oh, I can tell already you're a scammer. Get the hell lost. The door's over there. Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
So yeah, they've tried to scam me. It almost took, but again, lo and behold, I usually emerge on top. So yeah. Yep. And I guess I'll close with that then too. I'll close with that for you, if that's enough for you.
No, yeah, well, yeah, and it's always a good idea to, like, if your gut instinct is not to go any further, then you might not want to go further, because there's a lot of that out there. So that's always a good idea to be, what's the word? Cautious of such.
Absolutely.
Offenders. Yeah, I think calling them offenders is good enough.
I would call them offenders. Yeah, definitely. They're scum. I rate them. I rate them very low, and some of the people who used to ask me for requests on DeviantArt are only slightly better than that. I mean, I've had some real weird requests by people who are looking for some really weird stuff.
Oh yeah,
not quite smut, as Jose pointed out in the chat, but it was weird. They wanted, like, mainstream characters from this, that, or whatever, like from current popular cartoons or anime. And I had this one guy every couple of months. Can I ask for a request? Can I ask for a request? And like, well, okay, what do you want? And, oh, can you do this character here? And they'll show me a picture. on a pogo stick. And I'm thinking to
Right.
myself, yeah, I can do that, but that's kind of odd.
Yeah.
One time I did a special Christmas one for
Mhm.
for somebody. They wanted these two characters from Drama, I think it was Drama Island or something. And
Oh, yeah.
they wanted them, but they wanted them on these big, huge bouncy balls.
Yeah.
You remember the old bouncy balls back in the day? They're red. They
Yeah.
were just red. They were kind of this dark red, and you
Mhm.
just and with a plastic handle, and all you did was bounce around on them all day. Yeah, you wanted these two characters on bouncy balls by a
Interesting.
Christmas tree, and I'm like, okay, yeah. So I used to get really odd requests for stuff
Yeah.
like that. One I actually had to break down and do multiple I had to do multiple pictures of, because they wanted this character to get drenched in water and then to flip their hair back and be completely drenched in water. And I'm like, and it was this weird character from an anime I've never seen before, and her hair was this really long, like blonde, and it was in this kind of anime characters really have these like weird hairstyles, right? And wanted me to. I was like, okay, I can do it, and I did it, and I kind of had to do it in kind of comic booky format, and it took me a little while. I did it, but it's like, wow, that's odd, To me, that was really odd. Simple requests like doing Samurai Chicken or the Betty Boop. Okay, that stuff is simple. I got no problem with that. But sometimes people that's like, if you bend into giving them a request, they come up with the most elaborate shit you've ever seen, to the point where it's like, fuck, I should have charged for this.
That
I should have
is
charged
true.
them for. I should have charged them for this, because it's like, wow, So yeah, you follow the links above. You can reach me on X, and definitely, if you like what I do, go give me a look over at DeviantArt. And if you really like what I do, come on in, give me a follow, subscribe when I'm on. You get a free request. Don't want to give Rumble that kind of money? That's fine. I'll take a Rumble rant. You get a commission out of it. It's beautiful. Just tell me what you want to see, and we'll see if it can be done. Minus the smut.
It's like asking a genie, but there are some rules in
That's
place.
right. There are some rules. And really, the only two rules that I have for anything I do for anybody is all subject material has to be approved by me. That way, I can keep it clean as clean as I want to.
Right.
And everything has to be done in my style. So I'm not copying other artists out there. I'm not going to copy their stuff. I'm not going to say, copy Stan Lee or copy, what's his face? The guy that came up with Spider-Man. The guy that actually drew Spider-Man. Stan Lee was the writer, but what I'm saying is Kirby. Jack Kirby. Yeah.
Jack Kirby.
I won't be duplicating other people's artwork. I'm not going to do that. So anybody wants something from me, it's usually done in my style, and that's non-negotiable.
The style of Captain Torr. I almost said Captain Thor, but it's actually Captain Torr.
Yeah. Yeah. The origin of that name is kind of gelled with me. Years ago, when I was more of just an online gamer, I started playing online games. I started playing DC Universe Online. Then I went and did Star Trek Online for a little while. And I usually like to make female characters,
right?
Because we'll leave it at that. So I came up with this character concept. I was reading a book called Valor's Choice, and the main character in there was a Tauren Care. Well, I dyslexiaed the name slightly when I was translating it to Star Trek Online, and she became Karen Torr. Well, you play long enough, you get to be captain.
Yeah.
And so eventually she was Captain Torr. I took the name when all of a sudden when I was expected to be in a chat because you get to be in these big leagues or these big groups or these big guilds, whatever you want to call them, and everybody now wants to be on a they want to be on an audio channel where they can coordinate.
Right.
Okay. And for me, I've always been a big fan of my privacy. I'm not using my real name for anything, especially online. Yeah. So I took the name, I just slapped in there Captain Torr, and I left it at that. And since then, anytime I have a presence online anywhere, I'm Captain Torr.
Well, you have to point out on X the real Captain Torr.
Okay, okay. For those of you on X, the real Captain Torr, because there could now be scam artists and duplicates and copycats out there trying to be me. And a lot of times you can tell them because I put 2 R's at the end of Torr, everybody. 2 R's. And I did that on purpose too. I used to get asked by people when they saw my name, do you surf on the dark web? Because the browser for the dark web is called Tor. That's Tor. And it's like, wow, I never thought about that. Maybe I'll think about that at some point in time. But the dark web is a scary place. People don't go there. That's an FYI to you. It's a dark web scary place. Yeah, dark web, very scary place.
Won't the real Captain Torr please stand up? Yeah.
I am standing. Crying out loud.
He's doing
I'm sorry, the image plane cut off my legs, but I am standing. Yes, I'm standing. Seriously.
He's got a cane in his hand. He's standing.
That's right. I've got my cane, my trusty cane, because I'm an old man.
Oh goodness. But anyway,
I'm not that old, but yeah, okay. I've been telling people at my last family get together, I had my shirt on, Grumpy Old Patriot, and I'm like, I get to be a grumpy old man now.
There you go. Because the shirt says so. The shirt says so.
That's right. The shirt says so.
Oh goodness. But anyway,
and that's the bottom line.
There you go. Again, the links are down below. Of course, tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, of course, is my monthly Rumble Squared.
Rumble Squared.
Yeah. It's where for those who don't know what it is, it's where I bring on people, creators or users of the Rumble platform, and they give their sort of feedback on, there's like 3 questions. Give them 3 questions. They give their feedback onto those 3 questions about their experience in Rumble, whatnot, and I collect that feedback and I turn it.
That's interesting. I think that's an interesting concept. I like that. 3 questions.
3 questions, and then after all said and done, at the end, when we do all our stuff, I turn that into clear visuals so people can see what's been talked about, because I do all this feedback data collection instead of just talking up my butt like some people do, or people who talk from an emotional level, which is great for the moment, but it doesn't really help in pinpointing to like what are the major issues Rumble has, what people would like to see as a wish listing or whatever. So that's what I do.
I do have one thing I'd like to see.
Sure.
I'm a bit, like I said, I'm a believer in Rumble. However, Rumble Studio likes to play with my audio. And I'm not happy about having to go back and forth and always pull up my audio and adjust my levels. If they could find some way to like not do that, like Streamlabs, when we were using Streamlabs on Cool Frog Stream, you could shut that off, and that used to help me. Otherwise, being on Rumble Studio, every so often I've got to play with my levels again, because the levels kind of just for some reason go down. And I can't explain it, but that's just the way Rumble Studio is. Unless it's something in the settings I'm not aware of, I think Rumble Studio needs to come up with that.
Do you use direct, or do you use just like through
it's direct from OBS to Rumble Studios for me when I'm collaborating. Otherwise, it's direct OBS to Rumble, whatever the stream slot I have. I do have a static because I am premium. I do have a static one. I haven't really used the static one as much, though. I usually just use whatever they give me for a slot and whatever the password is, put that into OBS, and boom, I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Usually I'll use Rumble Studio if I'm collaborating with other people, like say Hans is on or Casual's on,
Yeah.
So,
because I know there's the Direct Pass, which is the new thing that came out not too long ago. I didn't know if that was what you were using or just using the
No.
old way.
Nope, just doing it. Just doing it. I think you might call that the old way, where it's just I take the streamer information and put it into the settings in OBS, and then just go from there.
Yeah.
It was the easiest. It was the easiest workaround for people like me who are somewhat tech illiterate. Yeah, I don't like to mention that.
Yeah, there's a bunch of there's definitely an ease of use issue.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
but,
and for how? Yeah. Oh wow, the Christmas hat's pretty small. I'll have to remember that.
but yeah, but that's tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. Of course, there's a bunch of people coming out with me. Of course, as you saw earlier, Lavistro is going to be one of them. So if you're interested in either wanting to be part of that or just kind of see what it's about, that'll be at 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, and there will be a section for those who are in the chat. If you have issues or wish list stuff you want taken down, that section will be for you.
Show up to. I might watch that if I get a chance to. I might watch that. So
there you go. Yeah. Adding all the voices helps because it's all about turning those chaotic complaints into something.
Well, it's all about making this product better. Like I said, if we're serious about wanting to be YouTube's competitor, we have to up our game. That's just the way it is. I get it. Rumble doesn't have access to the vast sums of money and talent that Alphabet, Google, whatever you want to call them, have. But again, I believe in this product, and I believe if they keep to the free speech pattern, if they keep to being open to everybody, I'm sure YouTube is really going to have a hard time with us as a competitor. It really is.
In that sense, yes, but as long as they keep up, if Rumble doesn't updo their tech side of things, then that's where the battle's really going to lie. And
yes, it is. It is. And it's going to come down to the quality. It's going to come down to the quality of the quality issues. We have to realize Rumble's the biggest complaints against Rumble is because Rumble hasn't been out there long enough to fine tune that stuff. Google bought YouTube when all of those growing pains had been worked out. Okay,
so that's why growing pains. They still had growing pains during.
Oh, I'm sure they do, but they don't have as many as Rumble does because Rumble's still brand new.
Right.
So,
but you just can't.
That's a good super chat. You have amused me, and I am grateful.
There you go. Very mysterious, bringing it home.
I love that. If you want to catch me on a live stream, I usually live stream on the weekends. I don't have a set time or day, but it's usually somewhere Friday, Saturday, Sunday, one of them days.
There you go. Yeah.
One of them days. I usually, that's when I usually stream. That's when I usually am on. I have music in the background. If I don't remember to shut off the desktop audio. Yeah. Last time I was like singing and all of a sudden people are like, what are you singing? And I'm like, you can't hear that? Oh crap. Guess what? I've been playing music for an hour and you people couldn't hear it.
Yeah.
My bad.
That's hilarious. But it happens. It happens.
It happens. And it wouldn't be a Captain Torr draw stream without technical difficulties. Ask Hans. We have plenty of them.
Such as it is for the streamer life. But the last thing I do with my guest before we go is something I call questions from Matt. And of course, if you were here yesterday, you saw someone try to get close to beating the record, but not quite. But regardless, so what happens is I bought a hat from Rumble and I put some questions inside. And so what happens is that my guest gets 2 free questions. And of course, I'm not monetizing YouTube. So sorry, YouTube side, you're not going to be able to do anything. But I am monetizing the Rumble side. So if you want to see more than the 2 questions pulled from hat, you have to give a Rumble rant for it. Doesn't matter the amount. That's okay.
No pressure.
I've been spammed the $1 and $2 ones before, so there you go. But because there have been some generous people tonight, you now have 1, 2, 3. You have about 6 questions tonight. So
no, 6 questions. Let's hope I don't take an hour answering all of them. I have a nasty tendency to ramble.
Let's start with the first one because the first one's always the fun one.
Alrighty, hit me.
All right, let's see. Okay, here's question number 1, and the question is: Post-it note stickiness. Hold on. Question is, what's the strangest talent you have that's completely useless?
Oh, that's actually pretty good. I'm gonna have to think about that one. My most useless talent, my theatrics online. Yeah, I try to be entertaining.
Well, there's another gentleman I know who I've had on. His name is goes by Tony Stark, but is Iron Man Stark or whatever, and he's very much in that same ordeal too. He does musicals, he does voices, he does a whole bunch of stuff.
I would have to say, my ability to come up with alternate lyrics to songs, is probably a useless talent that I don't get anything out of. Of course, that comes from, like, I was a child of the 80s, and I was a big fan of Weird Al. I liked Weird Al's parodies, and I love parody songs. So sometimes, a lot of times, I'll if I find a song I hate or just annoys the crap out of me, I'll make up alternative lyrics to it.
There you go.
So that might come across. Oh, more questions. Sweet. Casual gaming wants to know more. He wants to get to the meat of the subject. He wants something really juicy, really steamy, almost scandalous. Guess what, Casual? You're not getting it.
Well, yeah, that's probably true. Second question here is, do you prefer the beach or the mountains?
Beach. Definitely a beach guy. Definitely like the beach. I like swimming. I do like swimming. I do like going, especially my wife and I, we have these floaty chairs that we like to take out into the water with us. We go swimming when we can in the summertime. And since I don't own a pool, and I don't think I have enough space in my yard for a pool. I live on such a tiny plot of land. We have to go swimming in the lakes that are nearby. And so we go to the public beaches, we take the floaty chairs out, and we go out into the water. And I'm a big fan of the beach. I like being in water. I like boats too. Boats can be fun too, but most of the time I like being in the water. It's fun just to get wet, especially if you ever are here in the Midwest and you get those really hot summer days and that humidity goes all the way up to 100. You definitely want to go jump in the water.
Yep. No, I've been in that rain before, and it's not fun with the humidity, especially if you walk out the front door and you're already swimming in your sweat again.
Yep. It's one of those things where it's like you can stand around outside for at least a minute, maybe two, and all of a sudden you feel wet all over your shirt, all over your shorts, whatever. It just it's a nasty feeling. And then we'll go swimming in the lake. And if you've ever swam in Lake Michigan in the middle of summer, it's freezing. You totally forget about how hot it is.
It's true.
It's kind of like the worst of extremes. You get the extreme heat, but then once you get in that water, it's so cold. And I don't understand. It's so cold in that body of water right up against our state. It's so cold. I don't know how anybody has a beach there. And most of the time you'll go to the beach and you'll see, there's people on the beach, but ain't nobody going in the water today because it's freezing. Especially
if it gets from either beginning at spring or when you're getting close to fall. That's where that coldness usually is at. But it's
been my experience that the only time that lake ever warmed up, it was getting close to the end of the season. And nobody's swimming anymore because they all went back to school or something, and it's like, wow, Labor Day weekend is when usually all the swimming stuff close up. And that's when all of a sudden, it's warm enough to actually tolerate Lake Michigan for once.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow. And now we can't swim it anymore because the season's over.
There you go. More swimming for me. Next question is, what is your favorite curse word?
Fuck.
Plain and simple. Plain and simple.
Fuck. I used to. I'm trying to get GD. You know what that means out of my vocabulary. I'm a religious man, and I really shouldn't be saying damn or goddamn. I'm trying to get that word out of my language, but if you know me from my job, my real life job, it's kind of hard to get away from that.
And that's understandable, but it's always good to try. It is always good to try.
I at least try to. So yeah, the F word is definitely my favorite one. I skin myself. I bang into stuff. It's usually fuck, or if I'm gaming and I die, it's usually fuck. So yeah, the F word definitely is my favorite curse word. Shouldn't, and I'm ashamed to say that, but it's the curse word I go to most, I should say. Not necessarily my favorite, but it's the one I go to the most. It comes off the tongue way easier than anything else.
Yeah, well, there you go. Next question. What's your go-to comfort food?
Pizza. My favorite food is pizza. I mean, okay. I live in the dairy state, born and raised, been here my entire life. Cheese is the thing, okay? Thank God I'm not lactose intolerant, or I'd probably die, okay? But pizza is usually my comfort food. Pizza, or maybe some kind of soup, but mostly pizza. Soups are pretty good too. Usually, let's say if I want something simple, grilled cheese sandwich and tomato soup does it for me every time, especially on cold nights. October, October all the way to March. You get a cold night where it's just it's miserable outside and maybe there's snow on the ground. Tomato soup and a cheese sandwich and I'm fine. It's perfect. It's a perfect combination. I've tried cheese sandwiches with other soups, but really the best one is still tomato.
Oh yeah,
just a regular tomato soup
or chicken noodle soup. Chicken noodle soup is good too.
Chicken noodles okay, but with the sandwich, I'm telling you, man, tomatoes where it's at.
Hey, I'm right. I've had that one many times. I'm right there with you. Next question: would you rather read a book or watch a movie?
That's a very good question, because I'll tell you right now, my house is loaded with books I haven't had a chance to get around to. I like to read, however, I still find myself spending a lot of time watching a movie or running a movie because it's easy for me to just pop in that movie, have it run in the background for noise, and then say work on a project. And I do that quite a bit. And sometimes to stay focused on my project, I'll try to pick a movie that kind of goes along with the theme of the project, just to keep me interested, just to keep me, to keep my focus on the project, say.
Right.
Again, like I said, I used to do a lot of airplanes when I was a kid.
Wow.
Maybe I'll throw in a movie that's airplane related or military related just to keep me focused. Because I usually get these ideas in my head, which, true story, I spent 11 years at my last job and I got good enough at it where I could do it on autopilot, where I could do things there without thinking about it. I could let my imagination wander and I would usually come up with some pretty good ideas. I used to be on the paint line, and usually when I was painting snowblower and lawnmower parts for a living, like I said, did it 11 years. I got so good at doing it on autopilot that I really didn't think about it, and I usually just let my mind wander and entertain itself. And I used to come up with some good ideas that I would put on paper. So I kind of have a reputation of always taking my drawing stuff with me pretty much everywhere I go. Whether I have time to work on something or not, I try to carve out time for it. But I've got this reputation now where my family knows that if I, it's this little black case and it goes with me everywhere. I tell people my life is in this bag because really it's my life's work that's in this bag.
Right.
So definitely to answer your question, I'd love to read a book, but more times than not, I'm reaching for that movie because I don't have time to sit down with a good book. Or I'll start a good book and then all of a sudden, I'll come back to it. And then like 3 months go by, 3 or 4 months go. Yeah. And so at that point in time, if it's a fiction book, I've almost forgotten who the characters are.
Yeah. Then you have to start over and read again. It's like, man.
Right.
And next question is, what's the most ridiculous way you've ever injured yourself?
Let's see. I don't know if I would necessarily say I have a ridiculous one, But the most recent, really serious injury as I had is I pulled my ACL. Yeah, it was bad. And you know what's really odd about that is somehow I pulled it and I was just getting out of bed in the middle of the night.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, I was getting out of bed one night and I just felt that tug and I was like, "Oh God, I hope I just pulled a muscle. I hope that was only a pulled muscle because it didn't feel right." I tried to put a knee brace on to try to alleviate the problem, and oh no, that made it worse. Went to a my wife and I, we had a Valentine's Day dinner we had to go to for our church, and I went there, but I was limping pretty bad. It wasn't the greatest in the world. Still worked on it. Finally, it was like it ballooned up to the size of a grapefruit. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm going to the hospital. Fuck it. Yeah, I'm going to I went to the ER actually for it because I didn't know how bad it was. And they treated it like there was a blood clot. So I spent some time in the ER dealing with that. Nice nurse had to go and do an ultrasound on me. Yeah, she got a little close with that little close to the package with that ultrasound lady. Yeah, I don't know if you had to get that close with it. Just trying to look. So that was kind of maybe a little bit on the ridiculous, but they had to make sure it wasn't a blood clot. And so when it came back that it was not a blood clot, they gave me this leg brace, said I could go back as long as it was light duty.
Yeah.
Well, long story short, my workplace didn't have a lot of light duty. It really took my boss to get really creative in order for me to actually get a paycheck those days. Otherwise, I would have been out of work.
Yeah.
Eventually, I saw a specialist for it, and then the specialist said, "Nope, you're out of work. Go home, elevate your leg, let it drain out, and you're going to be missing some work for a little while." And I'm like, crap. So yeah, but yeah, it just my left knee didn't feel right, and so when I got out of bed, I kind of overcorrected with my right leg, and boom, that's when I felt that, and I was like, there was a distinct pop. I remember feeling a pop, and I'm like, oh God, that didn't feel right. So yeah,
that's always something to be wary of.
Yeah, I had a similar incident where I sprained my foot, and all I did was just, for some reason, I was getting up off the floor after playing some PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
And I was just getting up off the floor. And of course, getting up off the floor after sitting there, on the floor, Indian style, you get up off the floor, you're all stiff and everything. And all of a sudden try to get up and oh yeah, I got up on my feet, but then my foot didn't feel right. And yeah, I sprained that too. So yeah, those are those are probably the most ridiculous injuries. Otherwise, I've cut myself at work. I've gouged myself at work. I've burnt myself at work. So I could get beat up quite a bit. Working factory life like I have for the last 20 years since college. Yeah. Hey, chill. Hey kids. Yeah, I went to college for this. No, actually I didn't. Hey kids, I went to college and I still ended up in a factory where it's like I almost didn't go to college. Yeah. So. But yeah, I beat myself up quite a bit on that.
So. Don't do that to yourself. But
well, the good thing is that my right hand, which has all of the talent, okay, doesn't. I pretty much am pretty good at saving that. I haven't hurt that to the point where I've had issues. So I mean, I tell people you can cut off my left hand, you can pluck out my left eye. But as long as I have my right hand and my right eye, I can do everything yet.
There you go. You just won't have as much depth. With the eye missing.
Well, all I need to hold my paper in place is a bloody stump. So, I mean, that's all the left hand's good for.
Let's hope it doesn't get there. But anyway, last question, unless someone gives another Rumble rant, is...
Yeah, last question.
What's a simple pleasure from your childhood that still holds up today?
Oh, wow. Cartoons. I would say cartoons. That is a simple pleasure from my childhood that, I can always watch. I could always watch all my old cartoons, be it Transformers, G.I. Joe, Thundercats, just to name some of the big ones. If I could find some of the more obscure stuff, that would be great too, like some JC and the Wheeled Warriors, maybe some Brave Star. I mean, yeah, we look at the writing wasn't the greatest, and the writing was kind of juvenile now that I'm adult, but the artwork holds up. And some of those stories, in some of those, especially when I mentioned the great ones, including He-Man, when you mention the great ones like that, He-Man, Thundercats, G.I. Joe, Transformers, even Voltron and Robotech, all had fairly mature stories for being a kid's show. All right. It's like, were we even aware of the depth of these stories until we got to be older and be like, wow, I didn't realize that was going on. Wow, I didn't see that happening. It's like, to me, when I was a kid, it's like, ooh, action and bright colors, but now it's like there was some depth to some of them stories. So yeah, it's a simple pleasure that I still like, and I do watch them yet, even at my age. I'm 46 this year, so I mean that should tell you something. I still watch cartoons.
Nice, and congratulations for making this far.
Yeah, it was a tough hike. We made it up that hill. Now I'm told it's all downhill from here.
Sometimes you either walk it down or you get in the barrel and you see how far you go.
Well, actually, I'm planning on waiting for snow and tobogganing down.
There you go. Is. All right, see you later, Rumble Quacker. And
see you later, Rumble Quacker. We're probably wrapping it up here soon anyway, I would assume.
Yep. So anyway, again, our links are both down below on both ends, on both the Rumble side and the YouTube side. And again, tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern, is the Rumble Squared. And if you have your issues or wishes, stuff you'd like to bring up, well, now's as good a time as any to do that tomorrow with me and a bunch of other people. It's all about being constructive while also being honest about a platform we want to see successful, even when it does seem like they're all over the place. So, but anyway, I end the show. I almost wasn't moving. Anyway, I end the show with One Day With You by Pogue. Of course, like you saw earlier at the beginning, and I started the show with a music video. So we'll be ending with One Day With You by Pogo. Have a great rest of your night, everyone. Again, thank you, chat, for being here. Thank you for your awesomeness. And, of course, thank you for being here. Captain Torr for...
Thank you for having me. I greatly appreciate this. I greatly appreciate showing off. And I greatly appreciate the engagement. And, again, you can catch my work at DeviantArt. You can catch me on a live stream. Usually I do at least one every weekend, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Again, no set time. If you really want to, please follow me and please follow me and turn on your notifications. That's how you best see me. And they do work. And I just want to sign off too, that this stream has been certified Lady Liberty approved. Bye-bye.
And again, what was I gonna say? But yeah, again, and of course, like I told my guests before, you're always welcome to come back, because I do try to invite people back on.
We'll definitely keep that in mind I'll definitely keep that in mind for the future.
Yeah, because I've had Hans on a few times before as well. So
and Hans is saying, and you can catch these hands. Well, you know what, Hans, you can catch my feet. You want to throw hands? I'll kick feet. Let's see who wins.
Well, you were talking about balls earlier, but anyway,
just Hans Diamond balls. That's all they are. It's a product. It's a chew toy. Dogs love them.
Goodness sake! But anyway, and
don't certified.
And don't forget to mute yourself as well, because it will bleed into music videos. So,
alrighty, you take care. Have fun. Stay out of trouble, everybody. Unless you really like that.
There's some people like that. And you can catch these Hans. Yeah, I know Hans. Goodness sake. All right. One Day With You by Pogue, everyone. See you tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Good.
Eastern.
Have a good one, everybody.
Bye.